Cool. So, hello everybody. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, you'll see that there's been some interesting adjustments made to the podcast studio. And that interesting adjustment is 8 goddamn puppies.
There have been no adjustments.
There's been no adjustment. We're a little bit further back. As you can see, we're tucked away. And that's because this is something that are actually only going to see if you're watching the live, which is a Patreon exclusive. But if for the next about month and a half, guys, there's going to be a puppy cam. There's going to be a puppy cam for patrons. We have a wide angle cam in the studio right now. And there is a whelping pen next to our desk that is filled to the brim with puppies who are currently trying to break out. And probably in the next couple of weeks will be big enough to break out. But
there's a puppy cam. Mm-hmm. There's a Sarah's foot cam.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Tuck those pigs away, dog. So if you guys hear any whelping or yelping or barks, which you probably won't because we have very situational and directional mics, that's all the goddamn dogs here.
I got the worst view in history. Wait, pointer at me?
Oh yeah, this is full auto. So this is for those of you who are watching the podcast right now over on the YouTubes. This right here is the Muffin Man. He's my favorite.
I'm reporting live from the dog tornado.
So when they are awake, they want to feed, and when they are not feeding, they scream. And that's puppies, ladies and gentlemen. So while they look cute, they are the most intense thing I've ever had to take care of in my entire life.
Yeah, if you guys think this is mildly annoying, don't have real kids.
Oh my God, yeah. These things actually sleep 9 hours a night, which is pretty nice. I'm thinking you also get a dog, and we go head to head here.
Yeah,
or I'm gonna put them to feed, and that'll knock all of them out. So Danny has now, for those of you watching at home, acquired Neutron Jr.
That's what I got.
Before we get into all that, today I want to talk to you about our favorite recurring sponsor to the page, HelloFresh. Fall is here, and with it comes cooler nights, heartier meals, and the craving for something warm and satisfying. That's where HelloFresh comes in, bringing you comforting chef-designed recipes filled to the brim with seasonal ingredients straight to your door every single week. And this season, they've taken it to the next level with their biggest ever menu upgrade. So say hello to a whole new way to do dinner. See, HelloFresh has doubled its menu. You can now choose from over 100 options every single week, including new seasonal dishes and recipes from around the world. HelloFresh has also committed itself to making its menu healthier than ever, now packed to the brim with high protein and veggie-filled menu options. On top of that, HelloFresh has committed themselves to making their menu tastier than ever, offering steak and seafood recipes every single week at no additional cost. Yeah, you heard me right. There is now 3 times more seafood on the menu every single week. And with new seasonal produce, from snap peas to corn on the cob to so much more, you'll truly never run out of delicious options. Listen, I've been on HelloFresh for over 8 years now, and it has helped me not only maintain my healthy lifestyle, but also ensures that I'm not wasting time at the grocery store trying to figure out what I'm gonna cook tonight. So what are you waiting for? The best way to cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/Otakus10FM now to get 10 free meals plus a free item for life. 1 per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. That's HelloFresh.com/Otakus10FM to get 10 free meals plus a free item for life. So that's going to be our cold opening for the day is these puppies right here. They will all be adoptable in 5.5 weeks. We're going to be vetting out people who want to get their hands on these puppies. Mama is adoptable. That's Nola. But yes, so if you guys want to see the puppy cam while we're recording the podcast, basically up until mid-October, that is going to be a patron exclusive.
Basically.
Shrek is on his way out. But all right, big week in anime. Outside of puppies, we got a lot going on here. Me and Danny watched a couple of things. Watched a couple of things outside of our standard purview of anime because anime is coming to an end here.
Did we?
Yeah, absolutely. So we watched Knights of Guinevere.
We did.
Which is going to be our closing topic today because Knights of Guinevere was, listen, this is going to be a little preview. Gas. so good.
Yeah.
What an upgrade on the Owl House immediately. It's so gory. It's insane.
It's really hardcore. It's really violent. We'll get into it.
Yeah. We'll absolutely get into it. You also watched a podcast, and I very specifically did not watch this podcast because I want to be told what happens from you. I had an hour. To sit down and watch this podcast that you watched. For those of you who don't know, Ned from the Try Guys has decided to do a foray back into content, and that foray back into content is on Rock Bottom. Rock Bottom with Ned. What's his last name?
Fulmer.
Yeah.
I thought you just said it.
No, it's just Ned from Try Guys.
Yeah.
So his new YouTube channel is Rock Bottom with Ned Fulmer because he's hit rock bottom now. It's your fault he's at the bottom part of his life, not the fact that he dedicated the majority of his content to how much he loves his wife and then cheated on her.
It's society's problem.
It is. Apparently that's what I've heard a lot of the podcast is. I read some of the comments and I was like, ooh, this is not good. So we're going to be talking about that. We got the last episode of Dandadan season 2.
Yeah.
Only 11 episodes, which is crazy.
12.
I think 12?
It was episode 24.
Oh my God. Okay. We have Kaiju number 8's last episode, I believe.
I don't know. I think there's like 2 more left.
Oh, huge. Gatchiakuta.
Let me see. Gatchiakuta's got 1 more, I think. Tougen Anki's got 1 more.
Thank God. Absolutely thank God.
How dare you? How dare you?
No, thank God. There's more content.
Oh, good,
there's more Tougen Anki content. I can't be done with it quite yet.
Let me see. Kaiju number 8.
And then I personally, I'm trying to do an anime. I'm trying to do like this season of anime wrapped up YouTube video that I do every single season. So I've also started to watch The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity on Netflix. There's 4 episodes, and I'm getting caught up with the dub of Call of the Night. So I got a couple of things I want to talk about. I do want to talk about the first 4-ish episodes of The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. It's a lot of fun. It's a very good romance anime. But yes, we have a lot to get into. Let's open up with...
I was going to say the flower one, because I'm interested to hear if it's good.
Do you want to hear about the You would hate it. You would absolutely despise it.
Oh, because it's happy and
Because it's
sweet.
happy and it's sweet. Okay, the story is, if somebody could explain to me why Japan got this show, like, it's already all 12 episodes are out, but for some reason, this is like the one show that doesn't serialize in America, like, at the same time. It's not like an auto-serialization schedule. So it's only on week 4, but, like, everybody in Japan's already finished it. Like, it's like all 12 episodes are out. The dub is awful. Like, it's historically bad. I like literally got 3 minutes into it and I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Speaking of bad dubs, I'm also finishing season 2 of Sakamoto Days, and it's really fucking good. It is leagues better than season 1. It's not even close.
Interesting.
It's so much fun. It's still ugly. I'm not gonna lie to you there. It's still ugly, but like it's starting to like have it's getting its claws into me. It's introducing like big key players like Slur and like the members of the Order. There's this old man with a katana that like can cut down entire buildings. So sick. But yes, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. To give you a 30-second like rundown of what the show is, it is a cake addict falls in love with her cake dealer, and that is the entire show. Basically,
dealer.
It's Romeo and Juliet, but everyone's anime boys and girls. There is a all-girls school that a bunch of rich, prestigious girls go to, and it is for some reason just on the same lot as like the worst public school in Japan. Basically.
As someone who just recorded this month's Oron High School Host Club reaction. That, to me, seems like every single high school in Japan now.
I didn't know there was a caste system for high schoolers in Japan until because you see, like, we watch Windbreaker and they're like, oh, this is a bad high school for delinquents. But, like, they're breaking it down in The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, and they're like, oh, this is a 3rd-tier high school for idiots. And I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, do you do, like, a middle school entrance exam and that, like, sends you to whatever high school you end up in?
Yeah.
Let's see, because we both grew up in relatively small towns, right?
Yeah.
Like, you had, like, everybody in your town went to one school, right?
Yeah.
Like,
one high school, but we had a bunch of middle schools.
Really? Yeah. Gotcha. So, like, I would say, like, where I grew up, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, there was Portsmouth High School. And if you lived in Portsmouth, Greenland, Rye, or like 2 other adjacent towns, you went to Portsmouth High School. Every single one of those little towns had their own middle school, but it all fed into Portsmouth High School.
Right, yeah. Guilford had, like, 3 or 4 elementary schools and middle schools that different like chunks of Guilford went to. And then if you were in high school, you went to a school with the ugliest lizard-necked looking freak on earth, Danny Motta.
Yeah, so, that's you, baby. Fucking neck got longer. I thought you were about to like drop a diss track on a girl. I was like, Danny, bump the brakes.
Like, I hated you, and I still hate you.
It's like fucking like last name, first name, address. Fucking long neck ass bitch.
Yeah, list of fears.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I literally stepped into your soul whenever you hear me be like, new bad bad joke Nick makes that we have to cut from the podcast, I was like cold chill down my spine. I was like, please. I was like, I get it. You're doing beef with people on the internet, but let's not get that much heat going here.
That's fair. No, but like every time I watch an anime that is like not a fight school, you know, like it's a romance or it's like silly or whatever. It's either the worst school ever, and anyone with aspirations of going to a better school gets laughed at by the principal. Yeah. Or it's like, here at prestigious academy.
Where we have 700 on-call doctors for your boo-boo on your knee when you fell during PE.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you watch Ouran High School Host Club, and then you watch Assassination Classroom, where it barely has electricity.
They're like, oh yeah, we send the delinquents to the mountain to learn. And it's like, what the fuck? This kid had to hike 2.5 miles to get here.
It's like, cut Ouran Academy's budget in half, and it's still 4 times the budget of my high school, and then give that to all of these delinquent schools. Japan will become an actual super country.
Yeah, they're like, and like all of this being such a popular trope makes me like, I must be the situation. But that's like, I think that's because like neither of us grew up in like big cities. Like Dorothy had like multiple high schools she could have gone to, but like because she was in like one district of Arcadia or something, she got to go to like the good one or something like that. Right. But like I did, like she was like, oh yeah, some kids like got bussed in from other towns to go to our high school, and I was like, what the? I was like, it's just like it was so weird that it was a choice. Yeah. Like in the East Coast, if you have money, you go to a private school. If you don't, like, or if you just don't want to go to a public school, you go to a public school. Yeah. I went to a private school on a skiing like tuition, so I went to like I was rubbing shoulders with like fucking the CFO of Google's kids and shit like that. Like there's no like it wasn't like you did well or like you were prestigious so you got to go to a different school. It's like, oh, you had $55,000 a year to spend on high school for your child, so you send them to the fucking Holderness school. Right. So it's very fun to me. But so they're basically on the same lot. They hate each other because like the poor hate the rich, basically, and like all the gay. It's like basically an all boys school, like the delinquent school, and then it's an all girls school. So it's like, oh, every time they see each other, they like spit at each other, basically. And then like this like 6'5" blonde guy that everyone's afraid of because he's tall, he's tall and he has earrings and he has blonde hair. Everyone's like, don't stare at him. Right. He basically his mom owns a cake shop and this girl loves cake, so she comes in, sees him, and like she's nice to him. She's like the first person who's been nice to him. Then they fall in love. She's smart, he's dumb, and it's just Romeo and Juliet. They're from warring families, and like she helps him study, he helps her get out of her shell.
It's so funny how like anime and all media honestly loves doing that thing where it's like you have a tall silent type, and anytime they walk down the hall, people are like, keep your eyes down, don't look at him.
It's Legoshi. It's literally Legoshi.
Yeah, it's literally Legoshi. And when I was in high school, if there was someone who was like tall or intimidating that people weren't like into,
that's the guy everyone wants to fuck.
Or they just didn't talk about or to him.
Fair, very fair,
like,
yeah.
There was no one who people were like, oh, keep your eyes down, this person's coming. It was just like, hey, did you see, I think Chris said something funny in history. And like, who's Chris?
Who the fuck is Chris? Being tall and mysterious is a superpower. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm 6'5" and I have earrings and I have blonde hair. Cool. Congratulations. Like, you will be drowning in potential suitors. But apparently in Japan, that makes you a scary delinquent. Right. Yeah. And so they're like, she's tiny. She's like 5 foot. And so they meet and he's like, oh, this must be a middle schooler. And then she's like, I'm a high schooler. And then he was like, well, I find you hot now. And I was like, your first thought was she was a middle schooler. I don't like where this is going. But they're the same age, I guess. But it's really fun. It's really well animated. It's cute. You would hate it.
I bet. That's fair.
It's way too happy. It's way, way, way too happy for you. Outside of that, I do want to talk about the last episode of To Dandadan. Yeah. How do you feel?
It's like an all-timer of an episode.
All-timer of an episode?
A movie quality episode.
Unpack that for me.
I thought you were about to turn out the lights and be like, you need to shut this shit down.
I thought just go backhand Sarah. Just like, you better get his takes in order here.
Dude, this was incredible. The camera work this episode was insane. It's been so long since I've seen an episode of an anime that was like, the quality of the episode was so noticeably different from the rest of the season.
Really?
That I could like see the director change. And the last time I think I noticed that was in The Owl House actually does it sometimes. When like there's
like season 3.
Yeah, like season 3 or like the season finale of 1 when Ida is fighting Lilith. and she's like zipping around.
That was a absolutely insane fight. It's out of nowhere. Fucking Edith is just like spinning fireballs into existence and like high level animation. Like she's like popping around like Prime Minato.
I know, that was like genuinely the last time I was like, oh, they brought someone new in for this.
100%.
But other than that, Naruto versus Sasuke at the like 5-stage pass or whatever, the first time.
Yeah, Valley of the End.
Yeah, when it goes from like literally you watch episode like 49 and it's like regular Naruto animation, and then you watch episode 50 and you're like, why? When did this become Mob Psycho?
It's really funny in OG Naruto and even in Shippuden. You can tell when a good fight is coming because the animation gets progressively worse until that fight. It's like during the one-on-one fights during the tuning exams, I think it's Kiba versus Naruto is like horrendously animated. Right. It's just like you can see like Kiba doing his fang over fang, and it's like just spinning still images of his fang over fang because the next fight is Rock Lee versus Gaara.
Right.
Like I call them budget saver episodes because they're just like, oh yeah, we like put our B team on that anime. Like all the unpaid interns did Kiba versus Naruto, so we could put all the less paid workers on fucking Gaara versus Rock Lee.
The less we pay them, the better they do.
They want to stay longer. That's really that $7 an hour works if you work 22 hours a day, baby.
But with this was the first time since that Naruto episode where I was like, oh, they got some like animation legend to work on this one.
Yeah.
Because, dude, it was like there was insane like camera movement, so many different POV shots.
Yeah.
Like there's one where Okaroon, he gets ejected and it's hilarious.
And you just see him like trying to like pull the strap on his fucking ejecto seat. Yeah.
He's like trying to pull the strap and then he looks and like the Kaiju's stomping thing and he looks and he looks and he looks. And like there's that. There was just like this whole episode felt like Mob Psycho at its peak. Like it didn't feel like Dandadan. And it was so much movement. It was so much fluidity.
Yeah.
I was blown away. I have so many notes. I wrote, camera work is insane. I wrote, are they trying to get sued by Gundam? Because they often kept showing...
They show the boxes and it said Gunpla on the side. It said full Gunpla on the side. And I was like, is that not a trademark term?
Yeah, it's like so highly detailed.
Yeah.
And Dandadan already got sued this season. Did you hear about that?
What?
If you can't go back and watch the rock and roll episode with the same music.
Why?
Because some band sued them.
Wait. It was the fucking... That was the lead singer of Dragon Force.
In America.
What do you mean? Oh, in Japan it's a different song?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wait,
they
of
got
course
sued.
of course it's a different song.
Yeah.
Wait, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in sub.
I haven't either.
Wait, so
that news was just going around. They got sued.
Wait. So in sub they had to change the song?
All right, let me just make sure I'm saying correct stuff.
Well, like we always say,
Yeah, I
take
know.
literally every piece of news and evidence we ever say with a grain of salt.
Dandadan faced a copyright infringement controversy when the anime's second season, episode 18, featured the song Hunting Soul, which was an homage to ex-Japan's song Kurenai. The song was removed from Japanese streaming platforms after ex-Japan's Yoshiki. The order of that seems weird, but I think the band is called Ex-Japan.
Crazy.
Ex-Japan's Yoshiki became aware and his lawyers contacted the production as proper permission wasn't sought.
What?
While the anime team issued an apology and acknowledged the homage, Sony Music Publishing, the owner of Kurenai, Sony will get you.
Oh, absolutely.
Sony's a bunch of bitches.
Sony's the reason I've gotten trademarked like several times.
Sony specifically are a bunch of bitches. They were involved. The situation was described as a conflict primarily between the creators and Sony Music, rather than a direct lawsuit against the Dandadan anime.
That was fine as my elbow.
Thank God. It's just the puppy.
Yeah,
It just gets guillotined.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I saw the Gunpla thing, and I was like, you guys gotta fucking chill out.
That's so funny that Dandadan's having the same issues as like YouTubers of our scale.
Yeah, after they fucking copyright me.
Yeah, that's probably why they're like, we're bleeding money to Sony here. I need to milk every ounce of dollars I can get out of YouTubers covering our stuff.
What's happening to you? Are you?
I was
you
burping. I was trying to put the boips down. Come on out, sweetie. You can.
What'd you think of the episode? Because you seemed shocked that I was like this an old-timer.
I thought it was really good, but I don't know if I would consider it like all-timer. See, the CGI was really good. Like it's a cool mech fight between the Kaiju, which we learn is Vamala, and
Harris.
Like, what? Nice. Yeah, dude. Fucking I'm with Vamala. Huge, dude. Huge. Yeah. Anyways, so outside We're on one, dude. We're on one today. Holy shit. So outside of Vamila Harris's reveal, no, I thought the scenes, it was just like the frame rate felt low sometimes. It was just like they were like, it wasn't like bad or anything, but I was like watching it. It was like when you get to that high level CGI, you either are like, oh hey, like I'm gonna show off like ridiculous fluidity here, or I'm gonna like literally give you like what feels like 20 frames a second. Yeah. And like that kind of took me out of it occasionally. Is she asleep?
Just dead asleep, and you're just
dude,
jorking her.
They don't mind at all. She's so heavy. I would say. Oh, I love the hitting of the Mario throw when the mech grabs Vamila by the tail and just goes like, "See you later, gay Bowser." Is that not what he says? Do you not remember this? Every time Mario throws every time Mario throws Bowser, he says,
"See you later,
gay Bowser." He says something very close to that, so everyone memes it being "See you later, gay Bowser."
Are you talking about in Mario Galaxy, the main menu of both games? In the first game, the main menu, if you follow the twinkles on the title screen, because it says Super Mario Galaxy, and there's some star twinkles.
Yeah.
If you like,
is that the one with the hat throwing?
No, that's Odyssey.
Ah, gotcha.
But if you follow the twinkles, it says "You are Mr. Gay," and then the second one says something like "Yeah, but you too."
What? Why?
I don't know.
That's so funny.
They're just silly there.
Oh,
in
Nintendo.
Japan.
Oh, Japan. What a whimsical place.
I don't know, dude. I was like floored.
There was some ridiculous
episode.
animation. That scene, this is gonna sound funny, but like that scene of Momo scrambling for the toilet was crazy.
Dude, I loved that.
I don't know. It was like they got so fluid with the animation for no reason. Like they decided that was a full Mob Psycho moment where it's like the walls were all like half like alien ship, half like mech, half like house, like traditional Japanese house, and she's just scrambling through a bunch of mesh trying to get like a full like running towards the camera shot to the toilet. And I was like, what? Where the fuck is this budget coming from?
Dude, that's where I was like, oh, not only do I notice like an increase in like money, this doesn't even look like the same anime. Like this looks like actually Mob Psycho, or it looks like we watched this movie Mind Game a few weeks ago. That's like by the guy who did Ride Your Wave and stuff like that. Like one of these more loose looking, like goopier anime. Yeah, like that Momo running towards the toilet was the scene where I was like, I see the new director. Yeah. Like,
so you don't think it's the French guy that we were introduced to in like episodes 1 through 3?
I mean, maybe he directed it, or it's I've been getting a lot of Instagram posts and like following some YouTubers who like keep up with like who's animating what. Yeah. And they'll be like, yeah.
That's always so crazy. They're like, oh yeah, this is this animator or something. But I know. I can tell by the way that they draw cubes or some shit. And you're like, what?
Well, I'm like jealous of that. I'm like, I'd love to get to that point where like, I could be like, oh man, this is like Yoko Taro at their fucking peak. Yeah. Like, so maybe it's the same French guy director, but different, like lead animator. Yeah. Like every 2 or 3 episodes of an anime will have like a different lead animator. And I remember when Fire Force season 3 was coming out, I saw a video where a guy was like, hey, the whole season's gonna look like this. Here's why. Like, this was the team they had in season 1 and 2. Oh. And here's what they're working on now instead of this. And I'm like, man, that's
so cool.
I like it.
I don't even know how you get to that level of knowledge. I guess that's just probably like Google it. But like that's literally like JC Studios with One Punch Man being like when they came out and they're like, hey, One Punch Man season 3's, I don't think we talked about this. They're like, One Punch Man season 3's not gonna look that good. They're like, hey, don't look out for season 1 of One Punch Man because like we're not putting the resources into it.
Yeah, they were like, hey, my last 8 projects were hentai. Yeah. Did you hear about that?
What? For fucking One Piece? Or not One Piece, One Punch Man?
For episodes 1 through 12,000 of One Piece.
One Piece with everything previous to that was hentai. I've seen Nami shower scenes. It's borderline hentai.
Season 3, she looks like she has something to say.
Speak on it. Nice. Not a big fan of the government. 30 on 30. Not a big fan of the government. 30 on 30.
She's like, rules. F your rules. They aren't for this guy.
Yeah, dude. Tell him, Vegeta. There's no one stopping you. Wow, they're silencing her. They're silencing female voices. That's crazy.
But yeah, you're just like, she's like, I think the left is. And you're like, all right, that's enough.
All right, good. Give me Shrek.
Yeah, give me Shrek.
There was 2 shooters at JF. Okay, all right. The moon's flat. Okay.
Yeah,
all
Shrek
right.
can podcast.
Yeah.
if anyone-
Shrek would love to have a podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the one of the this is another like I'm only 14% correct on what I'm about to spout. But a lot of people were upset because a lot of the animators or one main animator on One Punch Man season 3 is like a hentai artist primarily.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen some pretty nuts hentai, if I'm being real. I've been watching hentai sometimes, and I'm like, where is this budget for Tougen Anki? You know, I'm like, there's no way. Listen, I don't know the kind of money that hentai is making. I truly don't. But like, it's sometimes you be watching it and you're like, this the frame rate here?
Yeah.
Is that sweat? Like, it's like I'm watching glisten marks on this boob here. I was like, there's no way we're getting this level of direction for hentai.
And I lean over your shoulder and I'm like, Nick, this is a live action video.
Dude, I fucking fell for AI today. We're so cooked. I'm gonna show you. It's like literally.
Don't show me.
It's fucked. It is like actually fucked. So I interacted with one of these. JJK live action. And
I thought it was like JJK hot dumpy gets a rail.
Watch this. I saw this and it was like set leaks from the JJK live action movie they're filming. I'm watching that. I'm watching that and I'm like, oh dude, I was like, this looks crazy. I was like, panda suit looks sick. It pans to Toji and it's just the most muscular Asian man you've ever seen in your entire, literally perfect Toji. He like hits a flex and all of that. And I'm so entranced by the fact that I'm seeing like Mei Mei and Toji and Nobara and all these characters. And I'm like, damn, wait, hold up. If they've gotten to Toji, that means they're pretty deep into the live act. I was like,
this is the fakest looking man. This dude looks like a Tekken character.
He looks like a Tekken character, and I was like, holy shit, that's perfect Toji casting. And then I'm like, I gotta go to the comments. I gotta go to the comments and try and figure out how, people are going to talk about like how deep are they like getting into JJK's live action? I was like, those casting looks incredible, and then they're like, oh, AI, and I was like literally baffled. They're like, oh, you didn't see the guy's hand in the other guy's pocket or something like that, and then I like watched it again, and I was like, oh, I see all these like markers of AI. It had me by the balls, dude. And I don't know, some of you at home have probably seen it. It's like JJK live action, and you'll see like a bunch of set photos. And then now that I'm scrolling Instagram because it fucking got me, I'm just getting I'm getting every anime, and it's like they're like, oh, the One Piece live action, or like all this, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it gets me when it's actual art that like we'll have Stank show it so people can make their own decisions.
Yeah.
The second it got to Gojo, I was like, this is not a real man.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, if you're like half paying attention, then it's like, they're getting better. Oh my God, the gingerbread man looks emaciated.
Dude, so gingerbread man is
actual rat.
He is the runt of the litter, and boy, oh boy, is he just itty bitty tiny.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, when it's actual art, like I'll see like someone do like Pikachu in the Studio Ghibli style.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this is sick. I got to check out their other stuff. And it's all AI. And I'm like, you fuck.
Well, I've heard recently that like, you know, like how like you go to like a flea market. 1 second. Apparently, like a lot of like flea markets and stuff, people have begun to like sell AI art, and like a lot of like flea markets are just like starting to like cut out like, oh, if you're trying to sell AI art, like AI like posters or like AI printed things, they're just like throwing people out. They're just like, yeah, we don't need your fucking slop in here. I got offered a big bag for an AI chatbot, and I'm not doing it. But boy, it was like this like anime what if chatbot, and they're like, oh, you talk to them, and it's like, oh, like what if Gojo was your boyfriend or something, and it's like you like chat with Gojo being your boyfriend, and they wanted to pay me thousands of dollars, and I was like, it was as your boy is currently buying a house and strapped for cash. It was the most like, hey, by the way, fucking what's the rocket company?
Rocket.
Fucking north of
SpaceX?
No, like north of Grumman or some shit, or like fucking Raytheon. It was like being like a fucking engineer in Raytheon being like, hey, here's a real big paycheck to join us and build missiles that kill people.
Right.
And I was like thinking about building a new kitchen in the house, and I was like, one chatbot ad couldn't be that bad, right? And then they were like, here's way over your asking price, and I was like, I don't advertise for AI. It was fucking
Just your tears are hitting the keys.
It was a tough fucking pill to swallow.
That's funny.
Yeah. My last note on Dandadan is the combo Gundam with all the powers looked sick.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I do actually get my cool Gundam.
Yeah. Like the fucking like Momo's powers holding everything together with like the gold aura and Iris hair coming out of the top looked so sick.
Yeah. I wrote it. Yeah, it looked awesome.
Yeah.
Looked so cool. This whole episode was just like relentlessly sick. I like the shot of Iris hair engulfing the Godzilla, the Kaiju.
Yeah.
That was all
That was
great.
so dope. And then the spin bomb attack.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, she was like, you can't beat a kaiju by punching it.
Yeah.
You have to power bomb it.
This is like literally the plot of Godzilla -0, or -1.
Yeah.
It was like they were like, oh, we can't kill Godzilla. We need to give him the
have to sink
bends.
him.
Yeah, we have to give him the bends. It was like, okay, I guess. Why not?
I have a note that says, at one point Gigi goes, "The back is done, son. Boombaye."
Yep.
The hell is that?
He was just mixing in a little bit of like just like bumbleclot. And it was like, all right, Jeej, what's going on here?
It's a little Jamaican, but
Yeah.
I was like, man, the back is done is one of those moments where I'm like, dude, the dubbing team's
Oh,
crushing
they're so goddamn good.
I wrote Psyche K because the girl at the end.
Vomla? Oh, because she does have the thing.
Vomla Harris?
What do you feel about her character design?
Are you leading into the fact that she's not naked enough?
No, God no.
Oh, people are mad.
What?
People are mad in the manga, apparently. She has, like, her shoulders are exposed and, like, the tops of her thighs are exposed.
And
in
she's
this,
not that in this?
In this, they added, like, a jumpsuit. Like, she's in a full jumpsuit.
You know what? And this is a point I've had about Dandadan for a while, because people were really, like, in season 1, were, like, accusing of being, like, a gooner anime. And what they don't realize is that the anime is way less sexualized than the manga.
Yeah.
Like, it's like literally kind of crazy. Am I sweating or did you pee? I think I'm sweating. Here, we're gonna put you down for a second. You go right there. You go right there, okay? Yeah, lay down.
There we go.
Hang out.
There we go.
So I kind of want to see this. So what's
Yeah.
with these boogers?
It's just a bunch. What?
I opened chapter 80 and it was Gigi say it was the evil eye saying the word boogers.
It's just a bunch of people being like, you know, I don't understand why this 14-year-old isn't more naked.
Yeah,
and it's
I need this this actual like I mean like she's an alien, so I don't know what her age is, but like she's hanging out with other high schoolers.
Well, it sucks too because it's like that is the dominant conversation about her like appearance, which sucks because her design is so cool.
Oh, her design is sick as hell. So I didn't know they were gonna give her green hair. Like obviously in the manga she's black and white, so that was my big note. I was like, oh, she's got green hair, and that makes a lot.
I love her color scheme.
Her color scheme is awesome. I'm like actually a really big fan of how they made her. I can't find this chapter. I'm trying to figure out like I guess 24 episodes at like a 2.
Just look her up on Google Images.
Oh, that's a way better idea. That's a way better idea.
Yeah.
Vomla
Harris.
You're right. Yeah.
What people call Kamala? Mamala.
Mamala? Yeah.
No, it doesn't work with Vomala.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, wow. She's
different.
way more naked in the manga.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. They turn instead of it being her shoulders, they made like those parts that would be her skin pink.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like they just made it like a power suit.
Yeah, they made it a power suit as opposed to her skin.
Also,
I don't mind that at all.
I super don't mind it. I think she looks awesome. It
Yep.
also looks more like a reference to Evangelion this way.
It does look like an Evangelion suit. You're right.
It looks a lot more like a reference to Evangelion this way. And then also with this being the season finale, and they're saying the next season won't come out till like after 2027, which
Oh
sucks.
my God.
But it makes sense.
It's going to be a crazy season. It's my favorite arc that we're heading into.
People theorize that they like actually made these two seasons as like it was supposed to be a 24 episode season 1, but like they got caught up.
Yeah, they
and
split it into 2 cores.
yeah, and so like that's why it's not like, oh, Dandadan every 6 months. It's like, hey, we did season 1 just now.
Yeah,
season 2.
You just finished season 1.
Yeah, like season 2, the real one comes out in like 2 years, which makes sense because the animation's unreal.
Absurd. I think that's like what Sakamoto Days did. That's what a lot of shows have been doing recently, like splitting what could be a traditional 24 like episode. That's probably why the ending of episode 12 doesn't feel like a season cutoff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you trying to?
Also, people being like, I saw some initial reactions of people being like, oh, what, like, why is this shit taking so long, this and that? First off, 2025 is almost over.
Oh my
like,
God,
basically.
Yeah.
Second, I always fall back on, like, there's so much great content out already. I'm so fine with everything being staggered in a way that every show comes out with, like, unreal animation.
Yeah.
You just have to wait for each season, but while you're waiting, it's the other shows with great animation.
The seasonal anime rotation is so absolutely nuts right now, and people have, like, the season has been insane. I'm keeping up with, like, 8 separate anime. I wouldn't mind if more shit took longer. Like, Dr. Stone, if they had taken another 6 months, that'd have been awesome, because I'd have more shit to watch next season.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
there's so much. I'm in the process of watching Dr. Stone, Dandadan, Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Gatchiakuta, Kaiju number 8, The Summer Hikaru Died, Tougen Anki, Knights of Guinevere. I am watching Call of the Night. We already finished Takabi's Original Sin this fucking season. Tuba Hero X we finished. Like, there's so much going on. Like I just forget a show is on, and then when it comes back, people are like, "Oh, it's back."
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, cool, good shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'll wait 2 years.
I know. I'm not, like, waiting with bated breath for the next My Hero season.
Yeah.
When it shows up, I'm just gonna be like, oh, nice. This is what I'm watching now.
Yeah, I think that's that legendary fucking not winter. Yeah, I think winter is when that's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
That's gonna be a crazy season.
But yeah, I loved this season of Dandadan's, like, unreal. Dandadan's making its way towards, like, an all-time anime.
100%. I think it's probably the best anime dropping seasonally right now outside of JJK.
I think it's better, obviously, but you're more invested in, like, JJK's actual narrative than I am.
Yep. They all love beards. Yeah. And Shrek has now gotten too strong that I can't let him chew on my beard. By the way, if you want one that you can hold, I'd recommend Gingerbread Man. He fits in one hand and he will sleep.
I was thinking about that. I guess I'll
Go get yourself a puppy. But yes, so that's probably all we need on Dandadan. You want to talk about an episode that was kind of fun, but at the same time, I also wasn't super stoked on, which was Gatchiakuta.
That's crazy.
What, you really like this episode?
Dude, this was, like, one of the better weeks of this
Oh,
season.
it was great. It was absolutely incredible.
One of my notes is this is the best episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about it.
I think part of it is that we are now out of, like, the territory in which I know what happens. Like, we're past my manga knowledge.
Yeah.
So now it's, like, very thrilling to see, like, a new antagonist and be like,
Amo.
Amo.
Amo, that's their name.
Because I kept thinking they were saying Elmo.
Yes. I mean, like, Elmo also talks in third person.
Yeah. But it was exciting to be like, what do they do? What's their thing? And then also, Amo was controlling other cleaners. Delman and stuff. And so I'm like, what does he do? What's up with his guard nose?
It's so insane to me. You're right. This was a fun episode. Amo's character design is really cool.
Yeah, I like it.
And then just, like, a really good. I'm kind of confused on, like, why there's beef. Like, I get, like, she, like, lives out in the waste. I'm very curious to see what her backstory is, because we're also beyond where I am in the manga. But I was like, the reveal of a lot of these vital instruments was really funny to me, because I was like, why the fuck is, like, I understand why Rudo's is gloves. I understand why Zonka's is a stick. I understand why Engine's is an umbrella. Why is Delman's a vital instrument a fucking hose?
I bet it's gonna be the saddest backstory.
Well, so he was, like, basically the one with, like, the big hair and, like, the very pretty eyes was like, oh, it's because it's a reflection of his want for the people around him to grow up big and strong.
Right.
Because he's big and strong. But I was like, in order for that hose to become a vital instrument, right, he had to carry that hose with him
or just be a gardener. I think it's gonna be sad, because I bet it's, like, someone he knows died and he, like, waters the flowers at their grave or something
or
like that.
Yeah, like, they died of, like, malnutrition, and he was like, oh, like, if only I could water you, like, water my flowers or something like that. Ow. They bite now. And so that one
They bite now.
Speak on it. Speak on the Empire. You're a big fan of the Empire. And so, but I was like, oh, still, he would have to carry around that hose, which is not connected to a faucet for years. So there's just a man walking around with a fucking hose, and he's just like, I'm trying to turn it into, I understand trying to turn a talisman into a vital instrument.
He's farming it, you know?
And then also they're like, oh, he used his hose on silent mode. And I'm like, that's not how hose, I'm like, what is this fucking, like, John Wick ass silencer, like, fucking logic we got here? I was like, oh yeah, of course, there's the silent mode on the hose.
Silence mode is ridiculous when a hose having multiple settings is already a great idea.
Great idea.
Because hoses have fan mode, mist,
cone,
jet, cone.
Yep.
I used to love like fucking with the
100%.
nozzle.
Yeah.
That was awesome. But I didn't realize he has a giant hat because he's a gardener.
Yeah.
It's like a giant gardener's hat.
His ability is crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, he just pops people.
Yeah, it pops people.
He's just
That's
fucking
crazy.
out there popping people. That's
Yeah.
insane.
That's insane considering I would have been okay with them just being like, hey, yeah, it's just a lot of pressure and it kills you.
Yeah, like it's just like a high. It's like just being jet washed. And you're like, okay, cool, that works.
In that regard, I feel like a mist is probably the best setting. You fill a room with mist, it soaks into people, they pop.
Oh my god, yeah, that would be insane. That is like, there's so much versatility in what you could do. Yeah, like I love the idea of like, he's got like a long range jet option, but he's got to like arc it because like the water falls off eventually. Just trying to snipe people at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, I love the hose. I like the second I saw him pull that out, I was like, dude, this person's cooking. I bet this mangaka literally just goes to like, bad move. I bet this mangaka literally just like walks into a Goodwill and like starts fucking around with trash items and is like, yeah, this will be a good one.
Oh, this is what is this? My new power system?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
here.
picks up a screwdriver, like, what if this was a bomb?
Yeah,
and then like picks up a shower handle and it's like, what if this was a bomb?
Yeah, picks up a keyboard. You're like, what if the letters this made were bombs?
Yeah.
Everything turns to a bomb eventually here.
I like the shower hose because it's more ambiguous and more like, ooh, what do the other settings do? Whereas like you got scissors, which are just big scissors, you know, like some of them are just a bigger the thing it is.
100%. I feel like scissors are always kind of like any scissor weapon in fucking anime just turns into like, it's like, oh, either these scissors can cut anything or it's like, oh, they're just bigger scissors. Like Kill La Kill, Akame Ga Kill, and this are all like really good examples of like scissor weapons. At least in this one, it's not two scissor blades that are like disconnected, you know?
Right.
Did you like the commentary on Amo's like revealing clothing thing? Where Engine's
commentary?
Like, you didn't. What do you mean?
Well, just where he's like, hey, you gotta cover up. You're too hot.
Yeah, Engine's like, hey, I can't pay attention. You're like fucking like, and she's like, oh, it's Amo's fault that you like Amo's clothes too much.
Right.
And it was like kind of like, it was like a commentary on like, oh, like clothing is not consent.
I think I missed that in typing in, damn, Engine, reel it in.
Dude, I literally wrote Engine out here failing every dialogue option. Like she gives him like 3 separate chances. It's like a fucking like RPG where it's like, they're like, they really don't want you to fail. And they're like, are you sure you want to say that? And he's like, oh,
Yeah.
It's like, you are goofing this for the whole
like
party.
The quick time events going on. It's like square, fuck, square,
square,
fuck,
fuck.
square. Rudo's like, you're playing on Xbox. There is no square.
Is that a keyboard?
But yeah, I was just like making jokes too much to notice the commentary. At one point Rudo goes, why does everything turn into a fight? And I was like, welcome to Shonen, bud.
Yeah. He's like, mind you, I don't know why he's surprised everything's turning into a fight when his entire life on the sphere was running from people trying to shoot him for taking garbage. Like they were like literally, he was like, oh, like you guys don't have this power that you had over me. I'm a grounder now. Yeah. And he's just like, yeah, but your job was to like dodge bullets. Like in episode 1, he gets grazed with a bullet for sorting through trash. Everything has been a fight his entire life.
Yeah, he gets technically shot.
Yeah, like it's insane. Oh, that was a big yawn.
Good yawn. I wrote, Amo had this fight won if she just kept her mouth shut.
Oh, yeah.
Don't fuck. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Because then they're like, oh, thanks for telling us all we need to do is put on a gas mask. That's the only thing about these fights is so far out of the 2 major fights we've seen so far, they've both been won by incredibly situational bullshit.
Okay.
Where like...
So like so Jabber's fight is like what
Jabber's
was
fight was incredibly situational.
because the talisman?
Because the talisman won, but then also it's a bunch of like semantics battling where he's like, oh, the talisman protects me from anything with killing intent.
Yes.
Jabber's like, I just have to knock myself out then. Good thing I have a poison that does that.
Yeah, good thing I have this neuropoison that allows me to rampage on everything in the room without intent. What?
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of, so far both fights have had a lot of like, oh, good thing this specific person went up against this specific situation.
Yeah.
And I get that like it's better here because everyone has to wear gas masks because the air is bad. But like...
If somebody's like, hey, take off your gas mask, and I just met them,
No.
I'll be rude. I'll be rude and keep my mask on. No.
It's Poison World.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, don't worry. The air's not bad in here. Meanwhile, it's a broken tower.
Yeah.
There's an active hole in her bedroom.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
But so like, again, this was better than the Jabber fight.
Yeah.
Better than the Jabber episode. Like I said, I think this is the best episode in my opinion.
I can't stop hearing Jabber now when I'm watching Togedanki because it's Xeno Robinson. I didn't realize, like, until you started making the joke about us taking over Togedanki and only getting Xeno Robinson, that it was Xeno Robinson. Now I can't stop hearing Jabber whenever Shiki's delivering lines.
That's so interesting because I don't think Xeno has like incredible range.
Mm-hmm.
But Jabber's the only character where I was like, oh, this might be like Xeno's magnum opus.
100%.
Because this is the only time I'm not really hearing him.
Mm-hmm.
In Togedanki, I'm like, this is Hawks. This is the guy from Zom 100.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever else he was in. He was in something else recently. But, yeah, I don't think she's as interesting as Jabber. Like, he was just a blast.
Yeah.
Her voice actor's unreal, though.
Oh, Amo's?
Yeah.
Dude, when she was like, when Engine's like, oh, so like, are you going to tell us this information? And she's like, why would you say that to Amo? Why would you say? I was like, this is like a Gara My Blood moment, dude. It was fucking sick.
Oh, and then my last note is starting to think that Zonka's the real protagonist of this show.
Oh, because he's the only person that ever steps up?
Yeah, he's the only person who ever is fully engaged in any fight. And, like, this is the second time it's been, like, Zonka against the world.
It's like, and that he was established, he was like, oh, like, he's the best user of his vital instrument out of any of the cleaners. It's like, okay, cool. So this is the actual child of prophecy here. Rudo just so happened to get a ridiculous vital instrument.
Right.
It's kind of like they're like a Naruto and Sasuke, where, like, Naruto is just so happened to be born with, like, an insane gift. Like, I call Kurama whatever you want, but it is, like, kind of fundamentally a gift. And, like, Zonka's actually had to,
Gifts don't always have to be good.
No, they don't. Like, I've gotten plenty of bad gifts.
Yeah.
You've
Don't look at the dog.
You've given me fucking spaghetti boxes before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were the days. These weren't gifts. These were a bestowal from God. Listen, at first I didn't want them, and now I literally can't imagine living without them.
Hi, Chubbo.
Yes.
I like when they think they can walk.
They're still figuring that whole thing out.
It's a new Jeff Foxworthy show, So You Think You Can Walk.
So you think you can walk?
It's a bunch of dancers with an electrified floor.
In metal shoes. Yeah, we're just torturing dancers to death. Fucking, you won't believe what we can get these idiots to sign.
But I'm very like, I like that they have to go up against Rudo now because it kind of subverts the whole, oh, Rudo's a bit of a Mary Sue in the sense that, like, of course he has the best vital instrument. Of course he always locks in when it's time.
Yeah.
I love that they're like, hey, Rudo has been like your key weapon up until now. Now you have to fight him, and a lot of the how am I supposed to podcast like this?
I don't know what to tell you, brother.
Audio only listeners, I'm getting a show. She won't move her legs. She won't bend.
She's T-posing on you, dog.
T-pose. She's so unbelievably stiff. Here, keep going. Make her jump around.
Oh,
they don't like it.
The brothers and sisters are upset about that. That's her union representatives.
Yeah, they don't like this exploitation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this was the best episode of I almost said Togenanki. Gatchiakuta.
Yeah. You want to talk about Togenanki?
Not the best episode. The previous one was, but there's moments.
There's absolutely moments, dude. This was nuts. This is like, I feel like this is the first episode. So we're on to Togenanki. I believe this is episode 11.
Yeah.
This episode was wild because they were like, you care about these characters. And you're like, do I? And then you have to like kind of like grapple with the idea that you might care about them at least a little bit, because they do a big, on this episode, they do like a big, like, hey, the Momotaro was a person too kind of thing.
Yeah, they do like a Demon Slayer where like, right as he dies, they do a little backstory.
They're like, oh, by the way, he had feelings too. And it was like, he was killing children. Like, he was killing children and saying that these Oni who speak his language aren't like people.
He Play-Doh'd a kid's parents.
He Play-Doh'd a kid's parents. His entire ability was taking hundreds of corpses and meatballing them in front of a child.
And it's not like Demon Slayer where they're like horribly victimized and then they lose their memories when they turn into a demon. Like, this dude was just a regular guy.
100%.
Play-Dohing people in front of their kids.
Before, like, he does a whole backstory on like the guy that he Edo Tensai's, and he's like, oh, this is the reason I don't show anybody mercy. Before that, his job was to dissect dead Onis that the Momotaros killed. He was never on the right side of history.
Yeah. There's a bit where what's the fucking main character's name?
Shiki.
Tougen.
Yep,
Shiki.
Tougen. Yes, and then the fucking blonde one is Anki. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the two.
Those are the two. The boys that now live together. They want them to be Deku and Bakugo so badly.
I know.
So badly.
I thought you meant it'd be so funny if the two titular characters were like Shiki, the blue-haired guy, and then the blonde girl.
Oh yeah.
She's Anki.
Heavy on the titular.
Yeah, but yeah, they want them to be Bakugo and Deku so bad.
It's just the problem is neither of them have an ounce of charisma. Like neither of them have an ounce of the charisma that Deku and Bakugo have. Like they obviously Deku and Bakugo fall into a categorization that is so non-unique in anime. Yeah. It's like, oh, soft boy, mad boy. Like you see it everywhere. It's in Haikyuu, it's Hinata and whatever, his setter. It's in MHA, it's Deku and Bakugo. It's Naruto and Sasuke.
You see Deku and Bakugo everywhere. In My Hero, it's Deku and Bakugo.
Yeah, it's Deku and Bakugo. There's other fucking, it's like also like Bakugo and Kirishima. Like there's other fucking like soft boy, angry boys in MHA. It's Yuji and Megumi. Like it's so common in this. There's just no reason for either of them to basically cohabitate. Like they're like, oh, they butt heads, and it's like, yeah, but like only because one of them is a dick, not because they're childhood friends. That like Bakugo is such a good reason to Bakugo is such a good reason to dislike Deku. He's like, oh, like I was the one who's supposed to be a hero, I was supposed to be popular, and you saved me from a monster, and so he's like indignant about that. And then he gets chosen by the hero that Bakugo also idolizes, All Might, and so like Deku gets to live the life that Bakugo wanted. These two just hate each other because one of them's a dick and one of them has the inability to relate to other people.
Yeah. Well, the issue is also both of them are dicks here.
Yes.
Like
there's too many delinquents in this class.
They're all
delinquents.
My issue with Shiki is he's so inconsistent. He's like arguably the least consistent protagonist I've ever seen, where he's like
even in his powers.
Even in his powers.
He went from blood gun to regular gun to blood gun again to fire god.
Fire, yeah. But I like just can't get a read on him because he's also like Bakugo, where he just hates everything and he's pissed at the world. But then he's like there was an episode when we find out the pink-haired girl's power is a Titan.
His blood Titan, yeah.
And he was like mouthing off at Chainsaw Man Kid, and then Chainsaw Man Kid like throws a blade at him, and he dodges, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? You're gonna hurt somebody. And it's like, you just threatened to kill him.
Yes,
like
you have blood guns in your veins. Fucking, you are an actual threat. This kid's useful on a construction site, and that's about it. Like, I don't have to use my circular saw because Bakugo Jr.'s here.
Fucking the circular saw kid is useful as long as he can get closer than punching.
Yes,
because get past punching.
Do like a Wolverine saw blades out of your knuckles. Like he has to miss you with a punch and then slice you like he's goddamn Baraka.
It's an awful. Maybe it's a countermeasure to missing. Like he's like, hopefully I punch. If they dodge, they get cut.
Yeah, he's like Asimo with his chakra blade. Like, if you dodge my blade, you get cut with my forearm blades.
I wrote, so at one point, Shiki, someone comes up to him and is like, you took down that Subakiri. Yeah, they're like, you took down that Subakiri. And then Shiki's basically like, oh yeah, that's right. I did kill that guy.
Yeah. Also, in episode 10, he kills a captain of a Momo. Where do we go from here?
I know. That girl with the lollipop really needs to, like, have a crazy level up.
Yes.
Because I also thought that. I was like, the only way it's interesting to keep her alive is if she then, like, surpasses that guy and becomes, like, filled with vengeance and rage towards Shiki.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
we just get more of her.
Yeah, even though her powers are just cube,
cube that's hard to break out of, but also that she can send chimeras into.
Well, it's also funny because she trapped herself in a cube defensively, and they were like, she can't keep this up forever. Let's leave.
That was also, they're like, oh yeah, fucking Aurora or whatever it is going to collapse, and we need to make sure everyone gets out. And it's like, there's hundreds of other people trying to figure that out right now. One of the most dangerous opponents you've ever had is sitting surrounded by enemies she cannot kill. Yeah. Well, it was like when Kabuto, it was like when Sai knocks out Kabuto and then doesn't tie him up. Yeah. And it's like, oh cool, I wonder why the 4th grade Shinobi world happened. It's because like, you didn't bring rope with you, Mr. Ninja?
Hey guys. bring the cube.
Yes. Carry,
Try.
like, just drag, like, dredge up the concrete.
I just want one shot of them trying to push the cube and being like, we did all we could, let's leave.
And there's like a guy's like wheeling a dolly up. He's like, hold up. We don't want to carry this. Let's put it on wheels here.
Yeah, like a foot cart or whatever it's called.
It's like one of the Costco flat
truck,
carts. Yeah, literally exactly that.
Should we get to the best part of the episode?
Which is just the blonde girl talking about fucking her goddamn scared boyfriend.
Dude, every time I'm on the verge of being like, you know what? Maybe we should drop Tougen Anki. Is it worth dedicating 40 minutes of podcast?
Or 2-hour podcast every week that people are just like, fuck, they're still talking about it. Well, 5-seconding ahead.
Yeah, every now and then I'm like, you know what? For the good of the fans, maybe we should skip Tougen Anki this week. And then it always brings me back.
Dude, it's literally an abusive relationship. It is like, I'm just like, I don't give a shit about these characters. Every time I see the green hair character and he's like, I'm gonna touch tits, I'm like, go away. Yeah. And then the blonde girl's like, I wake him up, I make him breakfast, and then we fuck. And then I was like, he goes to class, I brush his teeth, and then we fuck again. Yeah. And I was like, I didn't know we could do this in anime.
For anyone who hasn't watched the episode,
which is most of you,
those are the lines.
Yes.
So at the end of the episode, they all are going on a like field trip or whatever. And the teacher's like, everyone group up into pairs, and one of you is going to get singled out and have to bunk with me, the teacher.
Which is insane. Which is absolutely insane.
Put them in a triple.
They own fucking one of the most legendary temples in all of Japan, and they just burnt it down. And they were like, yeah, we don't have space for one more child to have a dorm room. What?
But he's like, everyone's gonna have to pair up and like figure out who they're bunking with. And the blonde, like, you know, protective mommy character is like, she's like, I'm gonna bunk with this guy, like the guy she's imprinted on. And they're like, why do you...
Imprinted is crazy.
Well...
Imprinted is crazy, but also incredibly accurate.
And she's like, yeah, they're like, what are you guys even gonna do together? And she's like, first, we'll wake up, then we'll fuck. Yeah. And it does like a bird sheet to censor.
Which apparently it also censors in the manga.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, then we'll fuck. Then I'll brush his teeth. And then we'll fuck. Yeah. And then I'll make him breakfast. And then he'll go to the bathroom and I'll wipe his ass.
Yes.
And then we'll fuck.
Yeah.
It was nuts. Mm-hmm. And then another part I really liked was when, I forget what he said, but one dude, I think that guy was like, I don't want to be with her. Like this.
Yeah, she scares me.
Yeah, she scares me. And then Shiki was like, haha, what a virgin. And then in his head, he goes, me too, though.
Yeah. And then another guy chips in. He's like, yeah, what a virgin. He's like, yeah, but also me too, though. Yeah. I literally wrote that, and I was like, me too, elite. And so, like, this episode, we kind of get personalities beginning to shine from all the characters, and I did kind of like it. Like, it was like the first time that I felt like, oh, I understand these characters, and I also appreciate how they're being written.
Yeah. If this show can somehow keep up its insanity...
Eke out a season 2 is what you're looking for, which is a low possibility.
They could somehow squeeze out a season 2.
If you think Blue Lock season 2 looked bad, fucking wait until Tougen Anki's funding comes for season 2.
Dude, if Tougen Anki gets a season 2 that looks even half as good as the season 1 did... I'll be even more livid for Blue Lock.
100%. Like the way that they has no one is backing fucking this show getting season 2. And if it looks better than Blue Lock season 2, one of the most famously like beloved sports anime of all time, that would be insane.
Dude, I wanted to get the JJK treatment where season 2 is like historically well animated.
And everyone's just like, actually, I really liked season 1. It's like, no, you fucking didn't.
Oh my God, I'll be in Times Square, like just throwing fists at anyone stupid enough to get
on a
near
goddamn
me.
Carrot billboard. Yeah, just like it's just you holding a Tougen Anki photo.
It's just gonna be. I'm gonna rent out an electronic billboard space in Times Square, in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
and it's just 40 minutes of me sawing some internet weeb's head off who said they like Tougen Anki retroactively.
Yeah, they're just like you're like pulling up their tweets. Like it's like, is this you? And you're like, what? Yeah.
It's like that footage of the Joker in The Dark Knight where the dude's like crying, reading a script, and I come back and I'm like, I'm a man of my word.
Okay, all right. Now commit seppuku. So yes, this was very fun episode. Tougen Anki's absolutely incredible. You want to talk about Kaiju number 8?
Yeah. Pretty good.
That woman's still super fucking dead. So it opens with the wedding scene of the guy who worked with Kafka on Kaiju Disposal, and he's like, man, let's like leave a spot for Kafka, and then you see like right outside the window of her wedding, there's a huge kaiju, and it like breaks down the window, and it's terrorizing this entire wedding. And the guy's like carrying his daughter, and he's carrying the soon-to-be husband.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're gonna survive. You got to keep an eye on my daughter." And then his daughter gets fucking Aaron Yeager's mom, gets bit in half by a kaiju, thrown up into the air, and then Gen comes out of nowhere and kills the kaiju. Right. The kaiju closed its mouth, it very much bit through her, and it's like, wow, Gen's here, and it's like, fucking that woman's dead.
It also opened with her getting absolutely sucker punched.
Yes.
By a kaiju.
Yep.
It punches her.
She might have had a fucking kaiju suit on under that wedding dress or something.
Yeah.
That's the only way she could survive.
No, I agree. I also thought that. I was like, this woman's dead. The second it punched her, it was like Aaron punching the female titan in the woods.
If you're punched and it moves you 2 feet, you're dead. If you get punched so hard you leave your feet, you're dead.
It's like, I saw a TikTok once where someone was like, it's like POV, your heist, it doesn't go the way you thought it did or whatever. And it's like, all right, Tony, just knock out the guard and we'll get in there. And he's like, all right. And he knocks out the guard. They're like, now we just got to crack the safe. And the guard gets up and he's like, golly. He's like, you aren't knocked out? And it's like, I was out for 40 seconds. And they're like, I thought you'd be out for hours. And it's like, if I'm out for hours, consider me dead.
I'm gone. Literally, Archer has a joke about this. Every single time somebody knocks it out, they're like, you need to go to you need to get an MRI immediately. If you're unconscious at all, you have brain damage.
Yeah, it's like, my brain stopped for 40 seconds. I'm concerned enough about that.
I'm going to go to a hospital. You guys keep robbing this place. I need to go to a hospital ASAP pronto.
Kaiju number 8, I my only note genuinely is love that Hoshina gets a tail.
Yes, and then also a fucking sentient Kaiju number 10 suit.
This is pretty cool. It
was just a reveal. It's a reveal of everyone being powered up now. Because you also get Kikuru in her number 4 suit.
Yeah, and it's sick.
They shoot her out of a fucking SR-71 Blackwing, dude.
Dude, this just once again proves that the worst part about Kaiju number 8 is Kaiju number 8.
100%. Because this entire season is dedicated to Kafka not being around, and that's why I think this war arc is the best part. Because if you saw at the end of the episode, they're like, "Oh, Kafka, you're only going to be deployed when Kaiju number 9 comes." The next season is just going to be focused on a bunch of 1v1s with important people from the defense forces against specific Kaijus.
Yeah,
and so it's probably the most Kafka light part of the manga, and because of that is by far and away the best part of the manga.
Yeah, it's sick. Hoshina's whole situation with his sentient kaiju is or sentient armor is so cool. The armor looks great.
Yes.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it's just a big fight though.
That's what until the end of the manga. This is the beginning of a fight that lasts until the end of the manga.
Right.
This is their war arc. It's 60, 70 chapters long. It's almost as long. It's basically as long as the Shibuya incident. And so it's going to be it'll probably be 2 full seasons. It'll be 24 episodes of just basically a war arc playing out.
Yeah.
It's going to be sick. I'm so excited. Kikuru looks great.
Yeah.
I love the commentary of everyone being like, oh, she's a combination of Isao and her mother, whose name is Hikaru, but not. It's Hikaru or some shit. But yeah, so very fun episode.
So many Hikarus.
I think we have 2 more episodes.
Yeah.
To me, does Kaiju number 10 sound like a bad impression of Venom?
Sounds like Pete from Goofy.
Pete from Goof. Oh, the fucking bulldog.
Yeah.
The bulldog. Oh, he does sound like Pete.
Yeah.
What an insane pull. That's a movie we need to watch.
I'd watch it, dude. All the Goofy movies are relentlessly sad.
They're sad. Oh, because Goofy's his wife is dead, right?
Well,
that's the whole thing with him going to college. He's golly, I miss you. I miss your mother. Yuck.
I miss your dead mother.
I miss your mother. Fucking, I'm gonna do a dance number now. Yuck.
Yuck. What kind of cancer took her?
She had nipple cancer. She had 10.
They're all sad. Even the Christmas specials.
There's
involving
2 Goofy movies?
There's 2 Goofy movies.
I know the one with the cheese whiz, and that's it.
There's a Goofy movie, and there's an extremely Goofy movie. I wish I was joking.
Too Fast, Too Goofy?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck, they should have.
Too Fast, Too Goofy would have been electric.
Then there's also there's a Christmas special where it's 3 different stories. And one's Mickey and Minnie, and they're dirt poor for some reason. They're destitute. The whole story is about how they're drowning. I'm not joking. They're drowning in bills, and like they're about to lose the house. And
you just see like it's like the fucking the art like Goofy opens the door to Mickey's house and it's fucking like
Irwin,
or not Irwin, Reiner, like with a gun in his mouth,
just tears down his face. He's got like his toe around the trigger.
Yeah.
But it's Minnie and Mickey are destitute. Mickey is like working at a Christmas tree farm with Pete. And Pete's like a real son of a bitch about it.
Yeah.
And Mickey...
Does he smoke cigars?
Yeah, he smokes a cigar, and that's how it burns down all the Christmas tree stock.
Naturally.
And then he charges Mickey for it. But so Mickey's drowning in it.
So this is just a movie about generational debt?
Well, so he's drowning in debt, but he plays a harmonica, right? He has this beautiful harmonica, and Minnie, for Christmas, wants to get him a case for it. And Minnie has a beautiful locket of the two of them that Mickey wants to get her a chain for.
Oh, okay.
And spoiler for this, he ends up selling the harmonica to get her a chain for the locket. She sells the locket to get a chain. Or to get a
case for the harmonica.
She sells a locket to get herself a chain.
That's incredibly...
Now she has 2 chains. Call me 2 chains, Minnie.
Yeah, she's actually deeply selfish in this movie. It's very anti-feminist.
She sells a locket to get him a case for a harmonica he no longer has. A worse gift than having a chain, because now at least she has just a necklace.
Yes, exactly.
But anyway, the reason I bring up that one is because then it'll cut to a Donald story and then also a Goofy story where they are both living in a 5-bedroom mansion.
And they're just not reaching out a lending hand to fucking Mickey and Minnie, who are like actively selling kidneys to try and get each other shitty Christmas gifts.
I know, they're literally like eating crumbs out of like the stove.
Yeah,
top.
Mickey's literally getting sold into indentured servitude, and Goofy's like, oh, yuck, your mother was quite a bitch now, but now that she's dead, I got her life insurance.
Yeah, Goofy's just like, hey, yuck, live like a mouse, you bitch. He's just like throwing him cheese.
Yeah, he's like, fucking, here's your government cheese. Oh, fucking what an asshole.
So anyway, what are we even talking about? What anime?
Kaiju number...
Why did I bring this
because
up?
I said Kaiju number 10 sounds like a bad impression of Venom.
And Pete. Wow, what a tangent.
Yeah, what a tangent indeed.
But in an extremely Goofy movie.
Yes.
There's a part where he wants to take Max, his son, on a camping trip.
Yeah.
To bond. Oh my God, I forgot about this. Because Max's principal at his high school tells Goofy that if he slips up one more time, Max is gonna get the electric chair. That's what he tells him. He's like, you know what happens to delinquents, Goof? The chair.
Listen, I don't want to condone this. You know how good our high schoolers would be if it was like, C's get degrees, D's get death. All right, you know what?
D's get the chair.
Yeah. Could you imagine how stressful midterms would be if a 13-year-old was like, kids just wouldn't go to high school anymore. Kids would be like, send me to war. I can't take calculus 2 with a threat of death.
I don't know what year Hamilton takes place.
You see a kid sweating at finals, and he's realizing he's not going to pass. He's like, I'm fucking running. He just gets gunned down.
Just right, like pencil shaking in his hand, and he starts like pulls it for his neck. The teacher's got his wrist. Anyway,
fuck, that's awesome.
Goofy thinks Max is gonna get the chair, and so he takes him on a camping trip to straighten him out,
or to get some time with his son before he fucking gets shocked to death,
or he gets killed by the government.
Yeah, for being a bad student.
Goof, I heard about your wife. What happened to your son? The state of Ohio killed him.
I'm getting another house. Life insurance has been paying out.
After Wisconsin killed my boy. But anyway, but Max finds out that there's a concert that's in the opposite direction. Or at one point, there's a fork that will lead to the concert and one that leads to like the fishing reservoir. And Goofy finds out that Max is like gaslighting him and tricking him into veering towards the concert. And he gives him a choice where he's like, all right, Max, we're coming up on the turnpike. And he's like, left or right, Max? Left or right? And they're like about to crash right into the middle. Goof's not goofing around.
No, he's not. He knows his son's gonna die soon anyways. He might as well go out with him.
And it's real stressful, and people are getting like thrown off the road because of it. And then Max chooses incorrectly. He chooses a concert, and then he swerves into the lane, and then just cuts. And Goofy's face is so fucking pissed. He's just like, I wish you got the chair, boy. Like,
I love the idea that like Goofy's like, there's no way we can bond at a fucking concert. Like if the entire idea is bonding, it's like, hey, here's the thing my son wants to do. Maybe fucking swallow a tough pill here, Goof.
there's no way we can bond at a thing you like.
He's like, I'd rather fucking force my child into doing something he's gonna regret his entire weekend.
Anyway, that was Kaiju.
That was Kaiju number 8. You want to talk about the summer that Hikaru died?
Kaiju number Goofy.
Yeah, dude. That was our
turns into Goofy.
Yeah.
That's like Kingdom Hearts 5.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, fucking Donald's. Yeah, Donald's like just like using a number 10 suit in the back as the most powerful mage to ever exist.
I love Kafka's just like a kaiju shows up, Kaiju 7 or whatever, 9, and they're just like, Kafka, and he's like, I'm feeling goofy.
Yeah.
down.
His teeth just start getting longer. Yeah.
Just starts charging up the fucking goof to the max.
That would be sick.
Anyway.
But yeah, you want to talk about the summer that Hikaru died?
Yeah, this was a front heavy pod because I also don't have a lot to talk about.
We also have the Knights of Guinevere after this.
Yeah.
And
the game.
Yeah. I believe Batman made a new one. So this guy, basically all that happens in this episode is that you won't believe it. Hikaru tries to take over Yoshiki once again. It's an episode. It's every episode. There's a new occurrence of Hikaru losing control of his body. Fucking Yoshiki's got the fucking patience of a Buddha because he's like, oh, well, I want Hikaru to remain alive. And it's like, I don't think Hikaru wants you to remain alive at this point.
I'm just waiting for you to where we get into one of our like podcast crash out moments and you're just like, you cock! And you like twist the top half of your puppy off.
This is Muffin Man. This is my favorite one. I will not lose him. He is so warm, but he's out like a light.
They get warm.
They get warm real quick.
Hi, pig. But anyway. Good.
They're just awake. They're just awake and they're trying to puppy pile.
Yeah, well, I mean, the opening of the episode gives us like the full backstory into the Indo family's sin, which is like
one dude wanting his wife to still be alive, and for some reason not killing a third of the town. He's like, oh yeah, you can take whoever. I'll bring you as ever many heads as you want. Just bring my wife back to life. And I think like Nanoki, who is now Hikaru, was like, all right, cool. It was like fucking what's the like Cthulhu? Like anytime you make a wish to Cthulhu. He's like, okay, cool. You want to be the best business on earth? Cool. All businesses are dead.
Yeah. He's like, oh, cool. I'll take your eyes.
Yeah. He's like, I guess. Cool. I'll be blind and in charge now.
Yeah. I wrote, reject me once, shame on you. Reject me twice, shame on me. Reject me 11 times. Seriously, how expensive is a restraining order?
Can you get them in Japan? Because I'm starting to think you can't. And then
did you just yuck?
I think I actually just yucked myself. And then there's the fact that he ends up with this woman. This is like every backstory of how your grandparents met. It's like, well, Sonny, I waited outside of her work in her house every day for a year, and eventually, she fell in love with me. And it's like, no, she is a victim.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, after 6 years of throwing bricks at her head, she finally got delirious enough to date me.
You used to have 8 granduncles. There's a reason there's only 2 more of them. Boy, oh boy, could those boys not fight.
Yeah.
I killed them. They tried to stop me from getting to your grandmother, but nope, I got to her.
I killed them.
I killed them all.
Yeah. Sarah likes the goofy bit. It's the only one she's been able to understand.
Yeah. Everything else is fucking straight over her head. Yeah. Fiona has been out like a light in her arms for an hour, though. I think that's the only bit that she's really concerned about.
I like when the puppies get frozen in a pose of like endless falling.
What do you mean?
Like yours.
Oh, this one right here. Yeah. It kind of looks like a prize rabbit that I caught, and now I'm like trying to I'm posing with here. I feel like a hunter who got the world's smallest rabbit kill. Yeah, I love that we're all seeable. You can see us all on the wide cam, and we're all just holding individual puppies.
Yeah, we got him.
Oh, we got him for sure. But yeah, so the Summer the Hikaru died. This is just like a big lore, a big lore drop episode here. How do you feel about this season of content? This season of the Summer Hikaru died. Do you like this show?
I do. It needs to start like actually ramping up. Not that I'm like,
because we're in a bit of a cycle now. We're in a bit of like, hey, we're figuring it out. We're not figuring it out. We're figuring it out. There's the hamster guy. He's gone now.
That's what I mean. I really liked it in the earlier seasons where it felt like events would have meaningful like impacts on the characters.
Yes.
But it's getting repetitive where it's like Hikaru or Yoshiki will encounter something weird or horrifying about the other and then get a little rattled, and then they're like, but you know what? It's fine. I do still love him. And like, it's just when I get really excited that like I end every episode being like, you know what? Next episode's when it really kicks in.
You know what's funny is the more time I'm spending with the show, the more it's playing out like a romance anime as opposed to a shonen. Because I'm like, oh, a romance anime is like it's just like it's them verbally edging each other for 12 episodes, and then eventually at episode 12 they have a kiss under some fireworks or something, and then you're like, cool, it happened finally. This is like, oh, cool, they're like figuring this whole relationship out. Yoshiki's figuring out he wants to help Hikaru, and then Hikaru attacks him, and he's like, well, fuck, now I have to go to the mountain. It's like, oh, it's gonna be 12 episodes of them not understanding each other, and then at episode 12 they finally figure each other out, and then by that moment in time, then cool, like we've come to the end.
I mean, I knew it wasn't gonna be like a shonen, but like I thought it'd be more like drama themed, or it's dramatic but more like thriller themed.
Yes,
like it had the real promise of it being this.
There's some still fun psychological horror elements, but they've actually begun to fade a little bit.
Yeah, well, because I like when they were more so playing with the idea that Yoshiki is in this terrifying, power imbalanced, abusive relationship.
Yes.
And maybe they're doing a thing where it's like, oh, right now he's in the honeymoon phase where it started really scary and now he's in this like Stockholm syndrome era.
Yes.
And then it'll start to like arc and get like tense and horrifying again. I don't know if that's what it's doing. It kind of does feel like it's just like, headed in the direction of like, oh no, it's actually it's okay. They're fine. They're a good couple.
Well, it's like, oh, because like Hikaru makes himself weaker, right? Like he like snaps off a piece of him and puts himself at like half power.
Dude, she's being good.
Yeah.
She or he?
He. That's why he's my favorite. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
And so he like snaps off a piece of him. He's like at half power now, and like, oh, it's like his head's falling off and stuff. He can like barely keep the Noki in charge. But like he's like the power dynamic is almost shifted now, where Hikaru is like, oh, I'm a monster. I need to take myself out of the situation. And Yoshiki's like, no, stick around. As opposed to like how it begins, where like Yoshiki's like, oh, you're not Hikaru, and therefore like, and then Hikaru's like, well, I guess I'll fucking kill you, kind of thing. And so like the power imbalance has now been shifted to Hikaru, who's like trying to become a human. And because he's trying to become a human, like he now has none of the cards. What?
Someone goes, Danny, put your money where your mouth is and fight two of the dogs now.
This is...
I'd sweep them.
Oh, I don't know, dude. Shrek's starting to get some teeth on him, dude. I listen.
Can you imagine if I just threw this? One.
That's... Dude,
Start the clock.
I don't know if there's an animal that he could beat in a fight currently. I think a mid-sized squirrel could kill fucking Gingerbread Man easily.
Hi, pretty. Can you imagine if I was just... Like, it activated me. I was just like, what? I get up and start walking. Like, stop, two.
Please. Yeah. You're like, no, you've already proved your point. I literally think if you did that, Dorothy would castrate you. Like, I'm not kidding. Dorothy said last night she thinks she birthed Gingerbread Man.
I think Dorothy would fly into like a medieval like themed rage where she just like flies into a fit of hysteric madness and like claws my face off.
It would be like Amo. Like you would see like Amo from Gatchiakuta come out of her, like Palm Siberia from fucking Hunter x Hunter. Like it would, I wouldn't even know if I could stop her. Like I think it would be like you see when a mom's able to lift a car to get a baby out, like she would like all strength inhibition would leave her brain and she would just rip you from limb to limb.
She just grabs either side of my head and splits me in half.
It would literally be like King Kong getting like his hands on a fucking raptor, dude. She'd pull you apart from the mouth. But yes, so funnish episode, goodish episode, a lot being revealed here in the summer that Hikaru died. How hasn't Hikaru's mother figured it out yet?
I was so confused as to like whether or not he's been home,
He's been home. He's been with his family. He's been with his mother this whole time.
So funny. Yeah. It's embarrassing that she didn't notice.
Maybe she has.
Maybe she just thinks he's like on weed.
Yeah.
Like that parents do that where they're like, oh, one day.
Not in Japan.
Well,
for weed, you go to jail.
Well,
like,
I guess
jail.
But like, I wonder if she's just like, oh, my kid's been acting weird lately. Maybe he's fucking a girl in his class, you know? Like.
Also, the establishment that Hikaru always had crushes on girls was interesting. Because they're talking about his backstory, and he's like, oh, he's always had all his crushes on girls, which makes me believe that, like, oh, maybe Yoshiki had, like, unrequited love for Hikaru.
It doesn't shock me because earlier, Hikaru was always telling Yoshiki, like, oh, you know, he was, like, talking to him about girls in, like, earlier episodes. Either it's unrequited love or Hikaru's closeted because they've talked about how, like, horribly homophobic this town is.
Yeah, also
he
never like actually made a move on any of the girls. But there's also this interesting conversation that Yoshiki has with his dad, where he's like, oh, how did it feel when Hikaru's dad died? And he was like, oh, it felt like everything good in the world left. And like, meanwhile, they're talking about like all the monsters from the hills and all that. This guy has been living with his 2 children and his mother, and he doesn't talk to his mom or his kids. Like Yoshiki's like, oh, I haven't had a conversation with my father in years. That's the real yokai. This man is the real yokai. Like, he's like, oh, like she's like, oh, I don't talk to my wife anymore because I'm afraid of how strong she is. And he's talking about how, like, oh, ever since Hikaru's dad died, all the good in the world is left. And it's like, yeah, this is the real monster amongst, like, all of this village here.
Yeah.
Hi, you're trying to play with me, and you don't understand how edges to tables work. But yes, that's all the anime that we have, like our standard rundown. Do you want to talk about the Knights of Motherfucking Guinevere? The by far and away best thing we watched this week.
Yarg! I'm glad you liked it so much. I didn't know if you would.
So good. Yeah, I loved Owl House. I loved all 3 seasons of Owl House. You were like, oh, it gets good in season 3. And I was like, I loved literally everything of Owl House. This was so awesome. For those of you who don't know, the people who made the Owl House decided to make a new show because Disney decided to cancel the Owl House, and it is now airing on the YouTube channel Glitch, who are the same people who do Murder Drones and also the Incredible Digital Circus. And so,
you know that's not correct, right?
It did not feel right. Amazing Digital Circus? Yeah, it didn't feel right.
The one you've seen and liked.
You know what you look like right now? You look like Kitty Foreman.
Kitty Foreman.
Does his hair not look like Kitty Foreman a little bit? Right. Does his hair not look a little? You got sweeped bangs right now. You're giving me Kitty. Oh no,
Red. Oh my God.
She peed. He peed. I'm happy that you did this on the Attack on Titan leather pad here. It's actually very easy to clean. I've had two T-shirts ruined in the last couple of days by puppy pee.
Danny is a beautiful lady.
He is.
I wish I knew.
Oh, Red.
Yeah, Red.
Dude, you know what my favorite parts of that 70s show was? When they would just like really hammer home how sexual the relationship was between Kitty and Red. Yeah. Every opportunity they got, they would just sprint upstairs for some bone time. That was wild.
Malcolm in the Middle is like that.
Oh, really?
We just watched it and the parents are constant. They're feral.
Dude, they're getting after it. And it's like, wow, what a healthy representation of what love looks like in your 50s. I was like,
in like the later season, I think like the second to last episode, there's a bit where Dewey, who's like 12, he like Hal and Lois think all the kids are out of the house, and so Hal is like ass naked, whipped cream on his nipples, and he's about to go up and have sex with his wife, and then Dewey shows up and he's like, oh, what are you doing here? And he's like, I live here. And he's like, here's $50 in the car keys. Get out. And he's like, what? He's like, out.
That's unreal. Fuck, that's a great bit. But yes, Knights of Guinevere. So basically, the people who made Owl House, the show got canceled, which is why season 3 feels abbreviated. Even though they do a really good job finishing up the show, it gets canceled because Disney wanted to steal their IP to make what is going to be
Hexed.
Yeah, Hexed, which is probably not going to be one of their better movies, I'd imagine. They're just probably not going to get the budget. And so now the creators, what's the name of the creator?
Dana Terrace?
Yeah, Dana Terrace made a new show called Knights of Guinevere, which is for an aged up crowd that liked Owl House. Like it's like very much a more mature, gorier, less child-focused story. Yeah. But that's now airing on Glitch, and it is one big continuous middle finger to Disney. I mean, it is the fattest, most grotesque fuck you to an organization I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't pick up on any of that. So it's about this older gentleman, Malt Blimsby, who owns this like
park.
Yeah, some kind of like amusement fair called like Planet Park or whatever.
Yep.
And he's got this I'm gonna be honest. My joke began and ended at Molt Blimsby.
Yeah, Molt Blimsley is
that-
insane. And there's this princess that Molt Blimsley, the entire park is built around this princess, and she's kept up in a tower.
Did you notice her buns?
Her buns are she's a hidden Mickey. She is literally a hidden Mickey. The most insufferable person you know will point her out and be like, oh, wow, look at that hidden Mickey. And all of the rides in this, we'll call it, an amusement fair, I think is a good word. I don't know if there's a word for exactly what it is, are in the shape of Princess Guinevere's head, which is, we'll just say it's 3 circles, kind of all put together. And this amusement park is slowly but surely taking over the entire world. And it is Gatchiakuta, mind you. It is literally Gatchiakuta. The amusement park floats above the lower world, and all of their trash is dumped down onto the lower world. And
all their trash and goo. I don't know what the goo is.
I'm not sure what the goo is, but and they also got to pick out the good plastic because the keychain companies are looking for the good plastic to be remelted down. It is an incredible commentary on the waste culture of like these merch stores. It's a great commentary on like how corporatized this joy is that's produced by Disney. And it is just fantastic. There's so many things commentarily going on, and it could not have come out at a more appropriate time because obviously, and if you don't like me talking about politics, fucking scroll away from this part of the episode because Jimmy Kimmel got canceled for saying, hey, a guy got shot, and they were like, nope, can't air that. Like Jimmy Kimmel,
like, no, he didn't.
Jimmy Kimmel giving the most milquetoast here, like not even a fucking mean joke about the death of Kirk, whatever his name was, and fucking Jimmy Kimmel's like, hey, a guy got shot, and Disney was like, deplatformed, which is the most fucking we bent the knee to Emperor Trump of all goddamn time, and SAG and AFTRA and all these corporations have come out and been like all these guilds have come out and been like, hey, or unions have come out and be like, hey, this is obviously fucking absurd that he got deplatformed for this.
And ABC is run by Disney.
Yes, that's ABC is run by Disney. Yes, for those of you who don't know. So cancel your Disney Plus accounts if you want. That'd be a really good way to protest a complete robbing of free speech. And here's like, I don't give a shit about Jimmy Kimmel. I don't watch late night television at all. But like a blatant bending of a knee to we need like Emperor Trump, we're afraid of him, is just absurd. It's just fucking patently absurd. And so this coming out at this moment in time and basically being like, fuck you, Disney, is great. And I'll say it, fuck you, Disney. Like that's an insane thing to just rob a person of their platform, a successful platform, 200-person cast, mind you. 200 people work for Jimmy Kimmel. And because he talked about a thing that happened, they've all now, their jobs are literally in limbo. And so this has never come out at a better time. I am so down with Dana Terrace doing an entire show talking about how fuck Disney. So yes.
But
really
you liked
cool.
it otherwise?
This show is awesome.
Just on its own merits.
This show is
also,
awesome. The character design is sick. I love the design of the android Princess Guinevere, who's been like fixed multiple times. There's obviously like intense like commentary here on like women being like shunned into places and being forced to fit into roles.
Do you like her getting her guts yoinked?
Dude, the opening scene is so fucking, it's gnarly. Like it's gnarly. Like it's like, so this is like Pimp Bimsley or whatever his name is. Pimp Bimsley passes.
Not even close.
Not even fucking, what was it?
Malt Blimsby.
Oh, Malt Blimsley, of course. Pimp Bimsley.
For Walt.
yeah, I was close enough. So he hands down the parks to his daughter, and there's like 50 years pass, basically, and she's like senile and insane and like living in her room and in the Princess Tower, basically. And she's like, bring back Princess Guinevere. I need to fix her again. And you just see when she's a child, she's pulling this Guinevere by her like small intestine, and like her organs and blood are everywhere, and she's being forced to smile. Awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
That was sick. It's way more Warhammer than I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
When they send out the fucking like giant automaton,
yeah,
I was like, oh, this is what this needs. You're
100%.
correct.
Yeah.
Like,
and my only complaint from this episode is that we don't get to see that fight at all.
I know. In my reaction, I was like, guys, DM me if you need like some extra capital. Like I'll fund some.
I'll throw 100 G's at that to see what this fight would look like in its full bloody glory.
My only real gripe isn't even a gripe, it's more just like what I need from further episodes.
Yeah.
Is that Frankie's awesome. Like we got a lot of her.
Frankie is the bigger of the two.
Frankie's
women,
the one who popped open a bottle with her eye.
Yeah, with her eye, yes.
Andy is the other one.
Yes.
And like I just didn't get like enough of Andy to be like, oh, I'm excited to see more of her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's an episode that's very heavily focused on Frankie because Frankie works in like the scrapyard and they're like picking out through the trash of I don't remember what it's called. I'm gonna call it Disney. And they're trying to get a job up at Disney because like while they're technically like the corporatocracy, like Frankie has like a really good memory with Princess Guinevere because they broke into the park. And I think there's going to be more time spent on both of them.
Yeah.
Like, I guess the beauty of Owl House is like Lou is a very
loose.
I refuse
It's
to ever
never
do it.
Lou.
I refuse to do it correctly until you get the back tattoo. It's gonna be Lou to me.
I was on the Escape Pod podcast last week.
I saw that.
I told them about that tattoo idea, and boy, did that bit not land.
That's how we know. That's how we know there's a distinct difference between us and them.
The worst part was the whole time in my head, I'm like,
Have they seen the Owl House?
no, well, I was like, I'll make it someone you would get. Like, imagine if it was like Aang or Spider-Man. And I was like, they're like, so like, it's on the back of your arms too. And I'm like, no, it's not on the back of my arms. Their arms are crossed.
They're crossed on the back, yeah.
And they were just like, I don't understand. And the worst part is I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna have to get it. I'm just gonna have to show them.
You're like, no, now you get it, right?
Yeah,
You're like, this is stupid. You're like, no, but you're not understanding.
I come on the podcast and I'm like, see, this is what I mean.
You're like struggling to sit down because you have 100 hours of tattoo work on your back. You're like, hold up, I have to get fully naked for this. And like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's in my ass too. And just to answer.
Their ass, it's my ass. I love that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's tough. I saw you talking about your viral clip of fucking you were just spending. I don't know how to
Where
do
I was
it.
a victim.
You were literally a victim. There's a fight. There's a
Speaking of
fight going
victims,
on. Yep. There's
Don't just sit there and scream. Move. Get out of there.
This is what they've begun to play. They've begun to have.
Puppy Cam can't see, but Shrek is going up to all the puppies and just biting their ear.
Yes.
And one of them's just sitting there screaming.
They're all just victims to Shrek's whims.
I'm losing Ginger.
Gingerbread is just sliding out. But yes, so this was an incredibly gory, really like really well animated show, and it's really cool to see because like Owl House didn't come out that long ago. It was like
2020, I think.
Yeah, and so like we're now like 5 years removed from Owl House, which was probably meant to be aimed at like 12 to 13-year-olds. And it's cool that Dana Terrace has aged up their art form and like their storytelling to now match. Because like the later seasons of Owl House, you can tell are gauged at a older audience. And now it's like, oh, cool. We're now aiming at like 18, 19-year-olds who are probably maybe trying to enter the workforce or going to college or that kind of thing, like trying to find out who they are. And you can see that storytelling being reflected. Like I'd say, well, they're like almost like 30 or 40. Like I think both Frankie and
they're older.
Like they have like gray hair and all of that. They're 30 or 40 years old. They're well out of college, but like we're telling it a much older story to it, like a now aged up like group of maybe Owl House fans.
Well, I like too. I was a little nervous at first when I saw the trailers because it was like, oh, this ain't your mama's The Owl House. This one's got blood, and we swear.
It's not like needlessly edgy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's depressing,
Yes.
and like the world is grim, but it's not like people are saying fuck in every line of dialogue, you know? Which
it's not the way that people think about Hell of a Boss, right?
Exactly.
It's not like, oh, like I'm gonna go suck a dick and fuck it, and I like girls, and there's nothing you can like. It's nothing like that. It is like an actual. Like a very good commentary on like consumerism and like class issues. Like because Andy works for like they call her a crownie and she's like, hey, listen, like she's talking about like the corporate meritocracy and she's like, I'm just trying, like all the worlds are being terraformed. I'm just trying to get a leg up in this world. Like I'm not supporting the system. I'm just trying to get like my little wedge of cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
So like it is
She's just a cheese girl.
Big cheese girl, dude. But I thought it was really, really awesome. And I'm actually considering doing like a reaction to it myself. Because I wanna like
get more eyes.
I want to get more eyes on this project because I'm like I haven't been this incensed about a project maybe ever. Like I love what I saw from episode 1.
I feel like that sucks about these like glitch pilots is that you truly don't know when the next one will come out.
Yes.
So like it's not that like, oh, new show just dropped, can't wait for next week's.
Yeah.
It's like hopefully in the next 6 months I get episode 2.
Hopefully we ever get an episode 2. Like hopefully enough people watch this that we get an episode 2.
Dude, it like premiered on YouTube,
Yeah.
which is when like, you know what that is, right?
Yes, yeah. It's like, it's gonna, like, for those of you who don't know, you can like set a premiere function on YouTube where it's like, this episode comes out now, and they all watch it together.
Yeah, exactly. It's like kind of a live stream where the video plays out from beginning to end, and everybody has like a chat that they can like chat in. The second it dropped, it had 120,000 watchers.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So 120,000 concurrent watchers watching the first, like, they play the whole episode, and then you basically, like, you watch it live. Like a Fortnite live event.
Yeah, exactly. It had like 5 million views in the first day, so it's like crushing it. It's doing great.
With how popular Owl House was, that's not surprising to me.
It's just great to see, especially with Disney being like, let's cut some of the fat from our channel.
Yeah.
The Owl House doesn't have a lot of viewers.
Which, mind you, it was literally just on Disney Plus. It was just, okay, hold up. You a big Owl House fan? This is Shrek,
like, I'm
mind you.
glad they cut it.
Yeah, fucking, I don't like that they showed women loving other women. Yeah. Shrek's a Republican.
Yeah, Republican.
He's big Republican energy.
Republican.
Yes, yeah, pup. I'm saying pup.
You're not.
Republican. I'm saying.
Well, you got to emphasize it.
I'm
It
sorry.
just sounds like Republican.
Republican. Yeah. Not a big fan of the government. 30 on 30.
He hates Democrats.
Democrats is good. Is that off the top of the dome, or is this been?
No, it's been cooking for years.
Yeah. Okay. This has been a conversation point for a while. Yeah. So now that we're done with all of our.
I like when he talks.
This is why you don't give men fucking podcast mics. He wants everyone to know. Yep. Yeah.
Put his face in your mouth.
Put his face.
Coming out of his cage, and he's doing just fine.
Oh, he's doing fine. He could survive in the world.
He's
by
doing
himself.
better than fine.
Yeah.
He stole a car.
Yeah. Oh God, he's being platformed. He's disseminating his controversial opinions. So we have
Coming out of my cage, and I just stole a car.
It's really fast. I don't have my license. Yeah, he can't reach the pedals. He'll actually be all right. So that's all we got for anime talk this week. So we are gonna get around to our game. We haven't done a game in the last couple of weeks because we've been talking about so much stuff.
Let's game it up.
Game it up.
Every question you get wrong, a puppy dies.
Oh no! There's 40 questions. This is today's game. This game works best if the boys going completely blind. It's an extra special.
All right, Nick. For some reason, I'm hyped. I'm in a big top hat just to paint a picture. And I'm like, all right, Nick, question 39 of your historic no-loss run.
Yeah.
Just cuts back to you, and you're soaking wet, holding all the dogs.
All 7, like it's fucking 101 Dalmatians. Like, please don't turn them into a coat. Please. You just like pick up gingerbread by the scruff. You're like, what's my birthday? And I'm like, oh no. Oh, that'd be great. Okay, so this is today's game. The game works best if the boys go in completely blind. It's an extra special game. Would you mind making sure the boys play it? I don't want to spoil it for the boys, but if you click on it, you'll see why. So
it's just all of our nudes.
It's just like, it's your butt pic that is once again going viral. Our clip of you showing me your butt. That was
Dude,
fun.
That's a great moment that did not hit as hard as I wanted it to.
It was incredible. It was fantastic.
Josh was like, I know your guys' relationship is like this. Are you worried people are going to think you sexually harassed Nick on the pod? It's like, I wouldn't do that on just a random pod.
On just a random whim. This is an ass-showing podcast.
I'm not going on the escape pod and being like, hey, Andrew, check your phone. It's my buns.
That's your full asshole? You're gaped?
Fuck, no, wait, he swipes and it's like, this is your full asshole, but lose is tattooed onto it.
That's lose, asshole. Oh, God. No, don't worry. Don't worry, she's 18 in this one. So this is non-anime watcher describes anime characters. I don't know if I was supposed to read that because I'm supposed to be going in blind here. So don't scroll. Answers are immediately below each question. So this game is called Karen's Creatures, aka Danny's mom describes anime characters.
That's an awful
no
idea. Fucking
way.
Anyway, close that or I kill Gingerbread.
He does He has Dorothy's favorite dog in his lap
Close
currently.
that tab or I crush him right now.
So apparently,
I could do it too. It'd be easy.
today we're playing Karen's Creatures, where Danny's mom describes anime characters. For those who don't know, Karen is Danny's mother, and she is a huge fan of the podcast.
Karen is Darren's Manny.
Yeah, Darren's Manny here. I'm sorry, I'm just so excited here. So basically, Danny's mom is a huge fan of the podcast, but she does not watch anime. So we're very excited to see how
Well,
she
hold on, because it's not that she doesn't watch anime. It's that she only watches anime through my reactions.
Yes.
Which is awful because she will try and converse with me about Spy Family constantly, only having seen like 1/8 of the show through my clips. So she'll be like, how about that Bill Watkins, huh? And I'm like, what about him? Mom? You've seen 40 seconds of him.
What about Bill Watkins from that one kindergarten fucking like sports challenge episode of Spy X Family? So apparently one of our Discord moderators showed Danny's mom several anime characters of varying shapes and sizes and asked her to describe them with whatever first popped into her head. Your job is to identify who Danny's mom is describing. If the boys don't get 7 right, they must call their moms and tell them they love them. If you do get over 7 right, I mean, still call them. Like, what the fuck? So
I can't find my fucking. Oh, it's me. It's high school me. I see.
Yes, it's high school.
I couldn't find. They changed the picture.
So here's what I'm going to do. Because it's your mother, I'm going to read them out loud, and you are going to have to guess what your mother is trying to describe, okay?
Okay.
So you're going to have to try and get over 7 right here to try and see how well you know your mother.
To try and continue to avoid my mom.
Exactly. Otherwise, you do have to call her and tell her you love her.
Yep.
Which will be surprising because I have never seen you express feelings of love for your mother.
She's gonna be excited to hear it.
First
time in months.
I didn't know those words could come out of your mouth. So question A. So basically, what your mom said. This is a character that your mom described, and this is how she described them: a white cat with earrings and the Target logo. I think it is a Pokemon. Cat Meow Fury, not furry. What is written is Cat Meow Fury.
Okay, well, I know you meant that to insult whoever wrote it, but you said what's roten, so.
Oh, good. Good. I don't know if I operate well without puppy.
Yeah, it's Meowth.
Meowth has a Target logo on it?
Oh, wait. Oh, no.
Where's Meowth's Target logo?
Oh, no. It could either be Meowth or it could be Turbo Granny.
Uh-huh. There is a lot of white cats with earrings. She does think it is a Pokemon, so that might lead you towards Meowth.
That doesn't mean anything.
That's fair. What does she know about Pokemon?
My mom could look at a loaf of bread and think it's a toaster. She barely has eyes.
That's fair.
Let alone memory and knowledge of Pokemon. Can
I feel bad that I gave you a hint, but then technically I haven't seen the answer either.
I won't look up what either of them look like. I don't remember if they have earrings.
I know Meowth definitely has earrings. Oh, wait, no. Meowth has a coin in his
He has a
forehead.
coin on
You're
his
missing
head.
it. Yeah, he accessorizes, but
with
not with
a
earrings.
Target logo, a white cat Target logo. Give me Turbo Granny.
You think Turbo Granny?
Yeah.
I think that's probably the right answer. QB from Madoka Magica. Yep. You know what? That's not a bad pull.
Cat?
QB's a cat.
I don't know
QB's
about
cat
that.
adjacent.
Damn it!
And then
Oh,
QB does. You forgot that QB has a red circle on its back.
I'm borfed.
That's bad.
Yeah, I forgot QB looks like a fucking cat that went to, what's that prison one? Dead Man Wonderland.
Oh my God, QB is so Dead Man Wonderland coded.
Oh, I'm
Earrings
fucked.
is a bold choice to call that. I would say like hoop earrings, maybe. Yeah, wow. So that's a good way to set
How
the
many
stage
do I
here.
have to get right now?
7.
Okay.
Yeah,
How many
otherwise
can't I get right?
Otherwise you have to kill Gingerbread Man in front of Dorothy. Question number 2. A penguin with a long beak. Scooby-Doo.
I'm fucked. What?
A penguin with a long beak, Scooby-Doo feet, and a top hat. I know this one.
It's gonna be like Delibird or some bullshit Pokemon. A penguin with a long beak.
Scooby-Doo feet, and a top hat.
I don't know what that means.
I know what this one is. I know
Scooby-Doo feet?
immediately. I knew this one.
A penguin in a top hat?
I might know your mother better than you.
And it's anime?
It's anime. It's all anime.
Dude.
Please.
How many can I get wrong?
That's a great question. I'm assuming it's.
He started flying. He's cooking. What do I do? Where do I put him?
Put him with Mama. He wants the feed. Yeah. That was so funny. He was wriggling out of nowhere.
He was like, he's about to get this one wrong. I gotta get out of here.
I believe
Like, I'm fucked.
he literally lost faith in you. There is 11 answers, so you
I get 4
you
wrong?
can get 4 wrong. You need 7 or more.
Dude, a penguin with a long beak and a top
A
hat.
Scooby-Doo feet and a top hat.
Stop saying Scooby-Doo feet because I'm actually gonna dive across the table and choke you.
That's
What could that mean?
I don't know what that means.
4 feet?
Probably the feet of Scooby-Doo. I think your mom is saying like literally Scooby-Doo's feet.
I hate both of you.
I don't know what you want from me. This is actually a really good descriptor.
I don't know.
You don't know it?
I don't know.
Put something up. Put a shot up.
Lloyd Forger.
Lloyd Forger is insane. It's Excalibur. Excalibur.
Show me his feet. Show me his stupid fucking feet.
You want his feet? It's so funny your
They're
mom.
identical to Scooby-Doo.
It's so funny your mom called Excalibur a penguin when he's just wearing a plague mask.
These are anime I haven't watched in so long.
Yeah, I haven't watched this in years, and I immediately deduced your mother was talking about
I'm
Excalibur.
locked in.
The second I heard Top Hat, I was like, oh, she's talking about Excalibur.
I'm locked in.
I don't know how you can see through the slats of his headdress made from a tree. It must be because his eyes is in his mouth and he has really big hands. That's number 3. I wrote that. That is not me fucking up. I read that word for word.
If they think this game's gonna get me to love my mother,
Then they don't know your fucking capacity for rage.
is it?
You want me to
is
read that
it-
again?
Hold on.
Okay.
Doesn't it sound like the future devil?
The future devil is the slats of a tree. It must be because his eye is in his stomach and he has really big hands.
Oh, his eyes in his stomach. You said in his mouth.
Oh, did I? Okay, I don't know how he can see through the slats of his headdress made from a tree. It must be because his eyes are in, or his eye is in his stomach and he has really big hands.
Do you have a guess? It sounds
Future
like the
devil's
future
an
devil.
electric guess.
But I think he has a big eye in the center.
He's got a big eye. Well, no, so he does have, I think he's got an eye in his stomach. I think he's got one
I'm looking
eye.
up the future devil real quick.
Okay, that's
Because if it's the future devil, that's fucked.
I don't know how I
The
feel about
odds
you using
of
Google.
me pulling the future. Let me give me one Google per question.
One Google per question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta see what the future devil looks like.
Ooh.
If I pull this is insane. It's a future devil.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
You think it's the future devil?
It is.
Okay. Question number 3, the answer is the future devil.
That's insane.
That's a great poll.
That's so fucked. Why are we on expert hard mode right now?
Apparently, this is what they wanted your mother to describe. It's got to be iconic looking people because she's not going to be like, oh, boy with blonde hair and in a uniform, in a school uniform. Who would that be? Boy with blonde hair in a school uniform.
The future devil.
Right? Like it could be Bakugo, could
Yeah.
be Hiroshima, could be a litany of people. All right. Hey, you got one right.
All right.
You're crushing it. Number 4, black and gray with red eyes, hair like the Joker, and feathers. He needs some of my pasta, too skinny, says your mother.
Oh, Gyotaro.
You think that's Gyotaro?
Oh,
hair
yeah.
like the Joker and feathers? Where's Gyotaro feathers?
I don't know.
Right? But too skinny is
Too
a good
skinny.
That's a good
and
pull for
black and
Gyotaro.
gray.
Okay, you want to lock in Gyotaro?
I have to.
I don't know where your mom's getting
Who?
Ryuk. Yep, she's not right. Danny, here's the thing.
What feathers?
He's
Show me.
His back. He wears like a feather, like he wears like feathers on his shoulders. That's a good Danny, you can't even be upset. That's a good descriptor for
Oh, don't you tell me what I can and can't be upset about.
He is too skinny.
I could wake up to the most beautiful, perfect morning on earth and still be fucking pissed.
You're not. So hold up. That is 3 wrong. You have 1 more you can get wrong.
Locked in.
Otherwise, you guys have to watch Gingerbread's live death.
Locked in.
Live death. Number 5, like Boss Baby in one of those blow-up sumo wrestler outfits and a cape and an M. Like Boss Baby in one of those blow-up sumo wrestler outfits and a cape and M.
It sounds like
And a cape and M.
M. Is it Lemillion? Does he have an M?
Boss Baby in a blow-up sumo outfit with a
blo-
cape and an M. I got this immediately.
In a blow-up sumo outfit.
Yep.
So he's fat?
He's fat.
M.
Cape and an M. I know there's people at home who are yelling this answer at you.
Boss Baby?
Yep. Blow up sumo.
Saitama doesn't have an M.
Saitama is also small. He's skinny.
Well, exactly. But
Yep.
that's a Boss Baby.
You're trying to think of characters with capes.
I'm trying to think of bald characters.
Okay.
Like the titular Boss Baby.
Yeah, the titular Boss Baby, yes.
With a cape?
I don't know where she got...
Majin Buu.
It's Majin Buu.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's Majin.
The Boss Baby, you psycho!
The Boss Baby was an insane lead in there. He is bald and he is fat, but that was... Boss Baby was a crazy pull for
It's
Karen.
like Ratatouille, but he's a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Ash Ketchum.
Yeah. He wears a hat, I guess, technically.
God.
All right, number 6. All right, so 3 wrong here. This looks like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings, but long alligator face and hunky muscles.
This one sounds impossible. Long alligator
Smeagol
face?
from the Lord of the Rings, but long alligator face and hunky muscles.
Long... I want to say, like... Who has a long alligator? Wait, Smeagol from Lord of the Rings.
Smeagol from
long
Lord of the
alligator face and hunky muscles. Is it Zarbon, do you think?
Zarbon?
I think it's
Zarbon would be a crazy pull.
I think it's Zarbon.
Zarbon would be a great... If we're throwing Zarbon at you, we are literally... This is built for you to lose.
That's what I'm saying. The future devil was crazy.
I like the idea of it being Zarbon. You want to lock that in?
Yep.
It's the Cart Titan.
My mom is so fucking blind. Hunky muscles.
The Cart Titan is insane for hunky muscles. All right, you guys...
If I have no villains, my mom and everyone else around me is dead.
Smeagol, though, is kind of a good pull for Cart Titan. Smeagol's kind of a
Hunky muscles is so fucked. Give me one more. Give me a grace. Give me a grace period.
You have 4. You have 4 wrong, so
Yeah,
you can still
I can't get more?
You can. That's the last
That's
one
it?
you can
Okay,
get wrong.
all right. Hunky muscles? Are you out of your mind just because he's naked? You
But-
fucking thirsty ass freak.
My
mother.
I mean, like there is some pretty nice arms here. Long alligator. Listen, once I see the photos that are in the Discord here, I can't disagree with the descriptors that your mother gave. I can't.
Zarbon would have been so good.
Zarbon would have been
It's
good.
Perfect for that.
Also, the one from Dorohedoro
Dorohedoro
would
yeah,
also
that's
been a
fair.
good one. All right, this looks like a blob from Ghostbusters, but purple, but could be a rock.
Kirby?
Purple? You think your mom would say Kirby's purple?
The issue is I do.
Could
be a rock. Though. Kirby is sometimes a rock.
Purple, a blob from Ghostbusters. Purple, but could be a rock. I don't even know this one.
Are you sure it's Iraq and not Iraq?
Yeah, it could be the nation of Iraq. Yes.
Could just be Iran.
This looks like a blob from Ghostbusters.
My mom was texting, but also like just looking at the news.
Yeah, and she's like, fucking, I don't know. Yeah, it could be Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Purple, a blob from Ghostbusters. Kirby, I guess. Kirby's technically an anime character because there's a Kirby anime.
Kirby would be a wild pull
I'm
from the
gonna think
Discord,
of some
though.
other purple characters.
Purple blobs. When I think blob, I think Rimuru, but he's very clearly blue.
And if it's that wouldn't be fair because I don't know what that looks like. Ditto? Oh, it's Ditto.
It could
I
be
have
Ditto.
to lock in Ditto.
Purple blob could be a rock.
What do you mean could be a rock, though?
I wouldn't look at Ditto and think, oh, that could be a rock.
Would you look at the Cart Titan and say, man, what a hunk?
I would. He's got some fucking shoulders on him. She's got some shoulders on her, technically. You want to lock in Ditto?
I don't know.
Purple, that's the only blob I could think of that could possibly be adjacent to anime.
Yeah, all right, give me Ditto.
You want to lock in Ditto? It's Muck.
How's that fair? How's that fair for old Danny?
How's
that treating me like a chum?
Listen, that's tough.
That's not fair.
That's real tough.
That's like if I said Grime could be a rock. What's the matter with my mom?
Muck could be Grimer, could be Muck, could be Ditto. I mean, that didn't feel right. But Muck is technically like from the ground. His name is Muck. His name is Muck.
Shut up.
He's technically from the ground.
You disagree with this. Have some goddamn integrity and tell me you disagree with this. Give me the dog.
You want the dog?
No, give me the one I'm killing.
He's out like a light. They're both asleep on the nipple here.
It'll be easier.
All right, I'm going to give you grace on that one because could be a rock is a bad hint.
Could be a rock and it's 3 possible
I'm going to say if you close out here, 8 through 11,
right.
you don't have to call your mother and tell you you love her.
All right.
All right? Because it's going to be tough conversation. It's going to be tough conversation at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to muster up the words "I love you" after these descriptions.
All right, number 8. Would be a hot wrestler if he did not have a red head growing out of his shoulders and trees for eyes. A red head growing out of his shoulders and trees for eyes.
Oh, I know. I think. I'm using my one Google.
You're going to look up, I'm assuming...
Hanami
is the name you're looking for. Hanami is the name you're looking for here. Hanami has been misgendered, if it is Hanami. Hanami is a girl.
Yeah, well, Hanami has trees for eyes.
Yes, Hanami does have trees for eyes and is technically a cursed spirit, so actually has no gender, but still.
Interesting. I don't remember this bulb growing out of Hanami's shoulder.
Oh, because it doesn't get revealed until Hanami takes their sling off.
Right. Which is fucked of them to use this image for my mom, like the rarest version of Hanami.
The rarest version of Hanami, yes.
I think it's got to be Hanami.
I think it's also got to be Hanami.
Trees for eyes doesn't show up often in anime.
No, that is a very rare thing. It is Hanami. All right, hey, 3 more right here. Right. 3 more right here, and you don't have to call Karen.
I'm ready.
Looks like the ghost from Christmas Past, but glowing, and beautiful scepter.
What the fuck does the ghost from Christmas Past look like?
I think he's the old one. I think he's...
Which one?
I think
Which depiction?
I think the ghost from Christmas Past is the old one. I think he's the one with the chains.
Yeah, but with...
Right?
But glowing with a scepter?
The ghost from...
No, that's not even the ghost of Christmas Past. That's just his old business partner. 2 Chainz.
Oh, the ghost from Christmas Past is a candle.
He's different in everything. Sometimes he's Daffy Duck.
Is he sometimes Daffy Duck? Apparently the ghost, I'm assuming your mother is talking about the live action one maybe, but also there's this one. I'm going to show you this just because I think that's probably
well, that one's already glowing.
That one is already glowing. What's the one with like gooses for everybody?
All of them.
Yeah.
Every depiction.
No. But what's the one where it's like live action, like the live action one?
With Bill Murray?
No, is it Bill Murray?
Scrooged?
Is that the one? Yeah, with like Scrooge, like, and then like there's like the old guy with the chains or something.
Dude, I don't know. The one I know is when he's Scrooge McDuck.
I think they're usually like this. I think it's usually like a candle man.
And what are the other depictions?
But glowing with a beautiful scepter.
That's not enough. The Ghost of Christmas Past? I can't be certain my mom even knows which one the Ghost of Christmas Past is.
Damn, this one's real.
She thought Muck was a rock.
Let me look who it is. Oh, wow.
Is it fair?
Oh.
Is it a fair description?
I don't want to say yes. It's fucked. It's okay, because the iteration, you know the character intimately well, but the iteration, it's like their final form. It's like their final form that they only reach towards the end of the show. And beautiful scepter, because it's like a scepter. It is a scepter, but it's technically, I'm going to give you a hint. The scepter is a walking stick. The scepter is a walking stick. That's the hint I'm going to give you.
A walking stick?
Yes, and this is their final form. Yes.
And they glow.
Yes. People like to think that this character is involved in a BL relationship.
Hold on, let me hold it. It's not Link Click. I'm just going through the classics.
Yep.
It's not Link Click. It's not Yuri on Ice. No one goes through a final form in that. It's not Heaven Official's Blessing. They don't really have forms.
No, they do not.
A BL relationship. Okay.
They want him to be involved in a BL.
It's not JJK because this doesn't make sense for Gojo.
No.
I don't know Gojo having other forms.
And that'd be also very unfair if they you like those like, oh, you haven't seen Gojo's final form.
Yeah, a walking stick. A BL relationship. Oh my god, dude. The Ghost of Christmas Past, so they must be like old, maybe.
That's not a great hint. It's not a great hint. Let's just say, okay, Stella is a big fan of this relationship.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking scream at my mother. It's, first off, not an anime.
Not
it's a Victor.
Yes.
From Arcane.
It's Victor.
The ghost of Christmas Home.
It's Victor from Arcane in his final, like, ethereal, like, floating through space-time form.
Not an anime.
I'll
accept all those hints.
This is the photo she had. It's Victor, like, when he's controlling everything, and he's like Jace is trying to fight him with his giant fucking space hammer.
This is a good game. This is good content.
Yes.
But fuck me.
Yeah, it's aggravating. All right, I'm going to give you that one because that one was tough. This looks like a badass male reptilian, black and gray Ghost Rider mask with neon blue in his toes and chest.
Neon blue?
Neon blue in his toes and chest. A badass male reptilian, black and gray Ghost Rider mask with neon blue in his toes and chest.
The neon blue's throwing me off because I do think it's Dorohedoro.
Okay.
It's a reptilian in a Ghost Rider fit.
I would focus more on the Ghost Rider aspect than reptilian.
You saw it already?
I saw it already, yes. Neon blue is also something you should lean into here, hint-wise.
Then it's gotta be, is it Shinra?
It is. I will give you one more hint. I will give you one more hint. This is the main character of a show, and you like the show more when it doesn't focus on that main character.
Oh, it's fucking Kafka?
It's Kafka in his Kaiju number 8 form.
That's not bad. That's a good description from my mom.
And then the last one here, almost like a purple superhero. She's just like Howard the Duck. I want one. Once again, I'm going to tell you what the character has been misgendered here. Also,
she's like Howard the Duck.
Yeah, she's like Howard the Duck. I want one here. So once again, almost like a purple superhero. She's just like, I'm going to tell you it's he. He's just like Howard the Duck. I want one. It's so funny that she said she wants one. That's perfect.
Look, I'll call my mom regardless. I'll give you my first guess.
Purple superhero.
I think it's Grape, whatever his name is.
It is Monetta.
Yeah,
your mother wants a Monetta.
Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck is fucking crazy on Monetta.
Call mom.
That's so fucking funny. Howard the Duck for Monetta is great. Put her on speaker and put her into the microphone.
Change your fucking prescription. Your eyes or mind are insane. These polls are ridiculous, as if I'm supposed to know which ghost of Christmas you're referring to. As if I'm supposed to trust you know which ghost of Christmas you mean.
I was talking about the cartoon one. The Christmas cat, Christmas. Oh, you know what? It's Christmas Future.
She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
It wasn't even the right ghost of Christmas? That's fucking great.
Oh, you know, it's the one that's like a duck?
Yeah.
What's
Harold? Harold? I want one.
I was dying. I was like the cartoon one. But then you're right, it's Ghost of Christmas Future.
Can you believe I'm being punished for this woman's lucidity?
Oh, hey, Karen, I want you to know that I love you, all right?
I love you guys. I love you guys so much. And Nick, thank you for throwing me a bone.
Of course.
All right, thank you for playing.
Tell her you love her.
Ah! I forgot.
I told your mother you loved her before you did, and you forgot to do.
I forgot.
The whole purpose of the phone call.
I forgot. I was so pissed.
Yes. For any of you trying to figure out what loving Danny is like, this is it.
Hey, Mom, I forgot to tell you I love you.
I love you more.
I love you most.
I love you. Well, I loved you first, really.
Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
that's fair. You got him. He didn't have sentience.
Yeah, knight takes bishop. Checkmate.
All right. Bye, Karen.
All right, bye. We love you.
Hey, sweetie. I love you.
Bye.
Very cute. Very, very cute.
I'm pissed.
As you should be. You have every right to be indignant.
I'm emancipating.
Wow.
I'm a minor who's emancipating. Did I tell you the reason I had to go to Ithaca College was because I accidentally told every college that I applied to that I was an emancipated minor?
What does that mean?
it means you like your parents don't take care of you and you don't live with them and they aren't financially responsible for you.
Wait, what?
You've been emancipated.
Why did that stop you from going to the colleges?
Well, because I accidentally told them all I was an emancipated minor, so they gave me like near full rights. And then I noticed, because when you're doing the FAFSA, which I don't think exists anymore, because our administration's bad.
Yes.
But it's just a bunch of like, are you a veteran? Are you disabled? Are you this, that? And it's just a bunch of check boxes. And so I like don't read them all, and I'm going, no. And then I think it was like, are you not an emancipated minor? Like just trick you. And then I was like, yeah. And then school called me, and they're like, yeah, we just need verification that you've been emancipated from your parents.
So you need to like tell them that, like, you need to tell them like, hey, like, here's my legal paperwork. At that point of a college, like, hey, you want a full ride to this? Like, you want a full ride to Syracuse? All you have to do, get emancipated at that point.
Yeah.
You're going to college. It doesn't matter if your parents are.
Yeah.
It's like your parents are going to pay for college anyways.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah. So it was like, you might, at that point, you might as well fucking emancipate yourself.
But so I was like, what is that? And they're like, And so I had to tell them all. And they're like, all right, you have to refill out a FAFSA. And by that point, they'd already like given all, like it was a late turn in.
Yeah.
And so they'd given all the money they were going to give to people away. So I got no money except Ithaca, who I called and I was like, hey, I'm not emancipated. And they were like, all right, let me just, okay. And
Crazy.
You're good.
So
and I
he's
was
got
like,
a woman.
okay.
He's got a woman who didn't like her job. And it's like, fucking, I don't know. I'll give money to anybody. I don't give a shit. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's why everybody gets to make the joke about you being Odysseus.
Yeah.
Or apparently, according to our comments, I'm Odysseus and you're Penelope.
Why is that?
So once again, this week, shout out to OA Clips, but also shout out to OA Simps. We now have 2 fan pages that are being just pumping out clips of all of us. And under OA Clips, they posted a video of me saying "fuck Danny North," and one of the most top like comments was Nick is Odysseus and Danny is Penelope, and I do not need to explain myself, and I was a big fan of that.
I liked OA Sims posted a video that was like, you know, one of these edits where the song's kind of ramping up, and then when it hits the drop, it turns into like a sick ass montage, and it's us in the boxing match, and it's a shot of me heading towards you, and then I get rocked, and then it's a you edit.
Yeah, and it's like just me, it's just like me shirtless in a fucking mirror, and Danny gets in the comments. He's like, hey, can you not lead in Nick's simp videos with fucking him rocking my shit?
It was such a bait and switch. I was like, oh boy, another Danny edit. And it's like, nope.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Do you have a best boy this week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Let me see. What was it?
Well, my best boy this week, since
Okay.
because Danny's taking his time to pull this up, is this here Puppies? Because actually, my best boy.
No, that was last week. Do a different one.
My best boy is Sarah because she's the unsung hero of all of this. Sarah, for those of you, actually, you guys can't see it if you're watching on the YouTube, but if you're watching on the Patreon stream,
lean your head in.
You've seen Sarah the entire time. So Sarah is here hanging out with the babies.
There she was.
Sarah is the biggest bleeding heart that we have. Sarah is the person who stumbled upon a woman experiencing homelessness in the town that Sarah and Danny live in, and I got real close to saying
it's easy to do.
Yeah, fortunately, you are moving, so it wouldn't have been that bad. But so she walked up to the homeless lady, and she was like, hey, do you need any help? And Sarah was like, or the woman was like, hey, actually, I need you to help take these puppies. So Sarah's been working with us to try and find shelters to get all these babies adopted. It's just the problem is LA is overrun with dogs. And so this is my point to say you that there's no such thing as an ethical breeder. And even if you are trying to breed specialty dogs like police dogs, there is dogs in shelters that could very easily be turned into them. There is dogs everywhere. They do not stop fucking. They love sex so goddamn much. And now 1-year-old puppies or 1-year-old dogs, because apparently mom is only 1 year old, are pumping out puppies, and we have no one to take them. So there's no such thing as an ethical breeder, and shout out to Sarah. She's my best boy this week for being a bleeding heart and getting these puppies in our care.
Woo! My best boy, I have 3. None of which are Sarah.
Huge. Yeah.
Or my mom.
Yeah. Good. I'll tell the women in your life that I love them.
I've got 3. One of them is technically news.
Okay.
So the first one is news.
Well, then that would be your flashback.
Okay, I'll save that. I wrote for my best boy, number 1, tried watching The Water Magician on Crunchyroll.
Okay, cool. So you mean book 1 of ATLA?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Sometimes I just like when I'm on my way to like watch one of the shows from the podcast, Crunchyroll will show like
Yes.
new shows coming up.
They've been doing that to me with the Silent Witch or something. It's that, and then this show called Orgus, which seems to be a mech. It has 3.2. You know, everything's like super highly rated on Crunchyroll. Orgus has 3.2 stars. It's a mech
That's
anime.
a 2 out of 10 for
I've
Crunchyroll.
never seen a rating that low, and I keep getting it. They're like, things we think you would like. And I was like, things nobody seemed to like. What are we doing?
You could try Orgus. You could try Fafnir.
Yeah, it is
or
like
Gilpnir.
that in and then the Silent Witch, like the Adventures of the Silent Witch or something.
But so the Water Magician was one of the ads, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of sick. Like, let me check it out. And then I clicked on it. It was buffering, so I was like, you know what? I'll jump somewhere in the middle, see if the animation's good, see if whatever's happening at the time like grips me. Skipped 5 minutes in. The first line was, not a bad first day after being reincarnated, and immediately turned it off.
Yep. Bingo, bango, bongo. You got out way before you got the isekai hooks in you.
Yeah. And then my second one is, I'm starting to think there isn't a single anime protagonist I would put up against an average Digimon trainer. I've been watching Digimon clips.
From the new game?
No, just from like, because of the new game.
Yeah.
I'm getting TikToks from like past Digimon shows.
You know what we didn't talk about? The fact that Nintendo got a trademark for monster capturing games.
Yeah.
Which, like, they can now sue Digimon.
They could sue Digimon. They could sue Persona.
Yep.
They could sue, what's it called? Mushoku Tensei.
Yep.
No, wait, that's not it.
The
other one.
Monster Hunter?
Something Tensei.
Oh.
Like Shin Megami Tensei.
No idea what that is.
It's like a monster catching game.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so that's insane.
Which is like, oh, cool. You thought Pokemon was insufferable before. Now they have like, this is like fucking the game that made the Mordor games. Trademarking the Nemesis system, one of the greatest video game systems of all time, and then never doing anything with it ever again. Like, cool. Like, catching monsters is not an idea that Pokemon, or apparently, according to a fucking court in Japan, it is something that Pokemon created, but still.
I know, that's insane. But, but I've been seeing like Digimon clips. Dude, your average 12-year-old in Digimon was just throwing hands with every fucking monster they could get within punching reach of. It's just a bunch of clips of trainers being like, Agumon, you take the one on the left. I got this one. And he just runs up and like uppercuts a wolf in denim. Like,
that's fucking crazy.
All of Digimon is just the trainers like running tag team matches with their Digimon. And then in Digimon Frontiers, they used to fuse with the Digimon, so it'd be like
the trainer would fuse with the Digimon?
Yeah, it's so sick. It'd be like a wolf with machine gun turrets on its back, and then he fuses into like a bipedal like wolf furry guy with like brass knuckle hands.
That's fucking crazy.
Digimon's so fucking cool. And then it got me thinking where I was like, I don't think there's any anime protagonist that, like, if I had to put money on a fight, like a power scale, anyone going up against Joey Wheeler, out of respect for the hustle, my money's always on Joey.
You can't beat Brooklyn out of Joey. I'm sorry. You fucking Joey's gonna show you what those Tims do, dog.
If it's Joey Wheeler up against like Luffy, I'm putting my money on Joey.
Listen, there's nothing that Luffy has never had to experience the Bronx. All right, like fucking like Luffy. Sure, he's been to Dressrosa, he's been to Wano. You pop Luffy in fucking the Bronx, he's getting his pockets run.
Luffy's never experienced just like walking home from school and getting your shoes taken for no reason.
Yeah, fucking. Those sandals, they're going. Joey's gonna walk past and be like, hey, nice thongs on your feet there. How about you? What size are you actually?
Yeah,
those are mine now.
Joey's gonna compliment some article of clothing, just be like, I like your shoes, Luffy.
Yeah,
and then just fucking gone. No shoes anymore. Luffy's just back on the ship and he's like, Sanji, can I borrow your shoes?
Sanji, I don't want to stay on this island anymore. You know what's great about all of this is Manhattan's an island. Like fucking the Thousand Sunny blows into Manhattan. It's just they all just leave full east.
Yeah, it's like after Alabasta, I thought we'd stop at Long Island. Just Luffy walks back on the ship and he just like puts his head against Zoro's chest and he's like, Luffy, what? I've never sseen you like this. And he's like, I want to go to a new island.
Yeah, I want to go back.
I want to go back to Drum Island, Zoro.
what is Zoro? What does Gabagool mean? They kept yelling it at me.
I didn't know what a New York slice meant. They took my boxers. They
Zoro.
stripped you? No.
Zoro, I didn't fold my pizza when I was eating it. They stabbed me.
Luffy, what happened? What happened? I didn't know what Gabagool was. And they beat me for 40 minutes with bike chains.
I took the L train to the K train. They laughed at me. Shrek.
Don't use your brothers.
He's literally an Olympian, dude. We have to reinstall parts of the wall. But all right. So that's one of your best boys.
No, that was both.
I saw that they in the new game you shoot your Digimon out of a fucking gun.
Out of a gun.
Digimon's just so much cooler than Pokemon. It's absurd.
I'm unironically so hyped for the new
wrong
game.
game got famous. That's just the way it works. Is the wrong game got famous.
Dude, it's so weird going from Gingerbread Man to Shrek, where like one feels like a ferret's corpse, and this one's a real dog.
It's like a real dog who likes to talk. He's looking for mom. That's the issue. Yeah, let him roam. Let him roam. I have no flashback this week.
I have a flashback.
Yeah, what's your news?
Good news, actually.
Good news.
Good news, everyone. You'll really like this.
Okay.
It turns out in today's news, on.
Yep, find it.
Backstabbed in a backwater dungeon. My trusted companions tried to kill me, but thanks to the gift of an unlimited gacha, I got level 9,999 friends, and am out for revenge on my former party members and the world. Gets an anime October 3rd.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's the abbreviation there? What's the so we can call
it 999
Okay, cool. Yeah. I got that memorized. Yeah. So we'll be watching that somewhat religiously in this upcoming season here. Because what else do we have to watch? You know, I mean, we need to get into the worst isekai of the season.
Yeah, and you know what? When we start this show and we start talking about it every week, I'm going to say the full title.
Oh, as you should.
Yeah, this is episode 1 of...
We'll see how fast we can get it. Like, over the weeks, we'll do like a time trial to see how many seconds you've shaved off for like an all-time speed running record.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Cool. That brings us to our favorite part of the episode, ladies and gentlemen, Love Letters, where we poll our live audience to ask us a question that we answer here live on the podcast. So if you guys want 2 hours of additional Nick and Danny time every single month, this month we recorded Naruto and the Rainbow Chakra, the first ever Naruto movie created. So me and Danny did a reaction to it. So if you want to see us react to all the Naruto movies, that is where you'll find it. You'll find it on the Patreon. You will also get the podcast 2 days early, and you get to hang out with me and Danny before and after podcast. And until these puppies are adopted out, you will also get puppy cam. So while you watch the podcast, you will get to watch the puppies gallivant around their whelping pen. So if you want to see all that goodness,
see them bite, see them piss, see them... That's it.
No, yeah, it's mostly biting, pissing, and barking. And that is, I mean, they're 20 days old, so they haven't really they haven't really informed a whole lot of personality outside of that. But yes, so that is all you can get with the Patreon for $4.99 a month. But Dan, if you can go ahead and grab us a love letter, that would be lovely.
We'll talk about this more next week because I haven't fully
There's big anime content creator discourse.
We weren't gonna talk about this because I'm not really into like unironic beef.
Yes.
Or like stirring up drama or anything. But the ball's been rolling and it's been snowballing in the anime community.
Yeah.
And so the anime men put out a video where they rank the first episode of the best anime of every year since like 1950 to today, 2025.
Yeah.
Which is a really cool and fun idea.
Really good video idea.
A lot of people have been like, man, I kind of wish I came up with this idea.
Yeah.
Great idea. People hated the video.
Yeah.
A lot of content creators have been like talking about it.
Mind you,
too.
all of the anime men are freshly 21.
Yeah, they're all very young, very new anime fans.
Most of them, a fair amount of them aren't even what I would identify as anime fans, but yes. Yeah.
Pot stirred.
Oh, no, it's just like they'll acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Like a fair amount of them just like don't watch anime.
And so they reviewed it, and I didn't watch their full video, which is why like we're giving you the like, here's the teaser for next week's conversation.
Yes.
But people hated the video. They thought it was disrespectful. They thought that they were like fake anime fans and just doing this and that. And then Giguk put out a video called the anime tourism problem, which is about anime tourists who are like new gen anime fans who come into the genre and are like, oh, you know, you got to get rid of these tropes, you got to do this and that, and like, I want anime to conform to like my new gen tastes and stuff like that. And now Giguk's under fire because even though it's very divisive, Sarah's a wrestling a pup. Yeah. It's very divisive because half the people are like, this is a very gatekeepy conversation and like very
anime should be
pretentious.
as accessible as possible, but at the same time, you have to understand where it's come from.
Well, exactly. People are like, it's very pretentious, very gatekeepy. The other people are like, yeah, basically what you said, but also Giguk at one point compares it to Christopher Columbus coming to America and like genociding the Native Americans.
So he's saying that the introduction of new fans into anime is destroying anime as we know and love.
Yeah, it's like people coming in and like
wow, it is not even close to that serious.
Yeah.
Hey, remember when there used to be Native Americans here and now we've literally confined them to the worst pockets of America based off like incredible like and then like we've like forced them into terrible situations where like the majority of the reservations are comparable to third world countries because we don't give them the resources they need. Yeah. That is kind of like how Mushoku Tensei could have had more boobs, but because of new gen fans, it has less boobs now.
Yeah, so people didn't love that comparison. He's like, I didn't mean it that seriously, this and that. So just a lot of conversation. Yeah. And it is interesting.
Because they're on such opposite ends of the spectrum. Giguk is like the Ryan Higa of anime content creators. Like, he is the first.
Well, that's, people are saying like, oh, Giguk detractors are being like, yeah, Giguk is like too much of an old head where he just like seemingly hates every new gen thing coming out. And so like, that's why I'm like, I kind of want to do actual research on like the sides and stuff.
What's funny is we are exactly in between this. Like we are the generation between Giguk and the fucking and the anime men. We're like, Giguk is like 35, I believe. Like he's older than we are. But we're older. I'm old enough to like look at the anime men as like little brothers. Like I'm like, oh, like you are children. Like I've made content with them. They're funny. I like them. But like I'm like, oh, like you, I wouldn't hang out with them, you know, because I'm like, oh, you guys, like
we're a different gen.
We are such fundamentally different people. Like
so yeah, that's just been an interesting like thing that's been snowballing throughout the anime community lately.
Yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy. I do want to watch that video, but I actually want to talk about that story turned into anime. Love letter, yeah. So Blast Boy asks, what anime would you recommend to somebody that you hate?
I don't want someone I hate to enter the community that I'm into.
Yes.
So if I'm going purely gatekeepery, you gotta give them something like a Food Wars, right?
You gotta give them something where you're like, oh wow, that was. But then, like, what if they like it? You know, like, what if they're seeing Food
I'd be
Wars
like, oh, this is why I hate you. That's right.
Yeah, you're like, if it's somebody I hate, like, I very much disagree with who they are as a person, and they'd probably love a girl just getting groped by an octopus after biting a takoyaki.
Do you give them like Mushoku Tensei and then a spot on a podcast?
Like, oh god,
to be like, I'm setting you up to be canceled.
Yeah, I know you're gonna do a big bit on like how cousin love is cool in this world, and you're like, yeah, I want you. But then again, 200,000 people are gonna agree with that, unfortunately. So I'd say there's so many basic bitch answers, like, oh, tell Boku no Pico. But it's like they're gonna get 4 minutes into Boku no Pico and be like, this is weird. You want it to be something where like they get invested and then it's a bam shot in the face and they're like, oh, this is weird and it makes me feel weird. I want them to have some kind of weird awakening,
like Death Note, where you're like, dude, this is gonna be awesome from beginning to end. And then
they get stabbed in the heart.
Yeah, just something with a shit ending.
Tokyo Ghoul, something like, oh, like, hey, Tokyo Ghoul, because then they get to Tokyo Ghoul Re, and they're like, oh, does any anime end well? But that, or I'm giving them like the Japanese name for like my little sister can't be this cute. You know, like I want them to like, it opens up and they're like, oh, this is like a pretty regular. I don't know how the story goes, but like it's pretty regular, and then it's like, oh, you know what it is? You know what the answer is? You know what the actual answer is? Oshinoko. It's Oshinoko. Because they're like, oh my God, like they're 12 minutes in, they're like, what an incredibly gripping story. And then boom, he dies. And then boom, he's born as a 16-year-old child that he's in love with. And then boom, he's having quandaries about like breastfeeding.
Right.
That's it.
Here, I have a counter offer.
Okay.
You give them Naruto and you tell them every episode is canon. Every episode is necessary canon.
If you skip anything, you're not going to know what's going on in the next arc. Yeah. And then he's just like in the Star Village arc, and he's like, I don't understand why every arc has a weapon that gets destroyed at the end of it.
Is Robo Naruto coming back?
Yeah, dude, yeah. What about the ninja ostrich? Am I going to see him again?
You tell him every episode's canon, and then also Naruto's good because even though like it's a great anime, it is one that locks you into a lifetime commitment and seemingly never gets as good as it started.
Yes, 100%. Like you're like, oh, every episode after the first, like it is going to be a slow but perpetual like point downwards.
Yeah.
Not like it's not drastic, but like there are some of the best arcs in the beginning. You get to the pain arc though, and they're gonna fucking adore that.
What do you give them? Alternate idea. If I want to like bridge a gap between us, if I'm like, I'm gonna give you this anime so we have something in common, and maybe I'll stop hating you. I give him Togenanki. We become the only two Togenanki fans on the planet.
With me about how fucking, but the thing is, like, you can't appreciate how bad Togenanki is until you've watched a ton of anime.
Yeah.
Because you need to be like, oh, wow, they are just copying everything here.
Maybe that's what you do, though. If you're like, I want you out of my community, give them Togenanki. It ruins every subsequent anime. Because now they think every anime is ripping off Togenanki.
Yeah, you're
They're like, I've seen this already.
Yeah, you're like, they like the fucking Orochimaru busts out like all of the, like the what am I looking for here? Caskets. Yeah, in the battle against Hiruzen, and you're like, they took this from the fucking Momotaro.
Yeah, you show him Chainsaw Man, and he's like, I've seen this.
I've seen blades in the hands before. All right, Denji, he doesn't do it as good as blonde mask guy in Togenanki who has Anki, who has a name.
I got a comment, oh my god, he's tough.
Dude, he wriggles.
He's slippery.
He wriggles.
I got a comment on like one of our podcasts. Not but we got a comment on one of our podcasts. That was like, these assholes like think they're the authority on anime and they don't even know half the characters' names. And it was about like one of our Kaiju number 8 picks. And I was like, ooh, God forbid a guy doesn't know all the names after. And I looked on Crunchyroll and I was like, it's really been like 30 episodes.
Yeah.
and I don't know Kafka's name.
We're watching 8 shows simultaneously, and 4 of the main characters' names are Shiki adjacent. All right, leave us alone.
Or Shiki, or actually Hikaru.
Yeah,
there's a Hikaru in Oshin, or on High School Host Club.
Is there actually? So there's a Hikaru in the summer the Hikaru died. Hikaru's mother's name is Hikaru, and then there's a Hikaru in fucking Oran Host High School Club. Hi, can you stop squirming? But all right, that's all we got today, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you popping in. We appreciate all the patrons for hanging out and getting on Puppy Cam today. That's all we got. We love you so much. 2 really long episodes here the last 2 weeks. We've had a lot to chat about. Don't get used to that because next season is going to be bleak. Yeah. But yes, if you guys want to help us out, if you want to help us with puppy funds, make sure you join the Patreon. You can get Puppy Cam for the next month and a half here. We'll appreciate that very, very much. But until then, we'll see you guys in the next one. We love you.
Maybe next week we'll have your mom call in.
I would love that. Yeah. My mother, I love my mother very deeply.
We need a different punishment for you, but
I'll call my father.
Yeah.
Fucking that'll be a whole conversation.
Imagine next week I'm like, so Nick, and I have like a huge manila envelope. I'm like, I found your dad.
Danny, that would be an all-time bit. I know my dad. Like I know his. I'll get you started. I know his name. All right.
Okay.
No, what we do is we call my dad's wife. That's what we do. And I'm like, hey, it's me, your illegitimate stepchild.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. Blow up a family. All right, we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.